What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Tonight is special. Instead of our 9 p.m., this is the last Craft to Quit meeting of this 2024. So what I'm going to do is I'm just doing it here on YouTube so you all can be Craft to Quit for the day. And so that when I make all my special announcements, we are all in one room and I can really see what you all want for this upcoming new year. Now, just let me check and see if I'm seeing these comments here. All right, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to get to this video in just a second. I just wanted to get you all excited about a few things that we have coming up because starting next week, we're going to be doing our Memorial Challenge. And we're going to be using AI. We're going to be using Photoshop. We're going to be using Canva. And then I'm also going to help you all do a mini Automizer where you'll be able to mock up several different products at one time. And you're going to have hands-on help with that. Now, I just want to see in the chat with this Memorial Challenge coming up, who all here is already Craft to Quit? Because I know Craft to Quit already has the challenge, okay? Because you all are going to get the challenge on your back end. You'll see it as soon as the challenge starts. You'll have that pretty much for the free 99, okay? So I went ahead and upgraded your membership so that you get the challenges. Now, if you're Craft to Quit, go ahead and let me know in the chat. Go ahead and drop a C2Q. Let me know. LaQuisha, what's good, my love? I haven't seen you in a long minute. I miss you. All right, all right. So, Craft to Quit. I'm going to let, I think you all already told me that you wanted to do the cubes as the hands-on project. All right, so I just want to see, is that still what we want to do as our hands-on project? We want to do the cubes. And I'll show you all how you can do the cubes, the big ones, the 2-foot ones. You can also do 12-inch ones. You can pretty much scale it to any size that you want. And if you wanted to make anything different, now is your time to put in a vote. I'm also going to be showing you all in the challenge how to design the programs. So that's going to be a very, very important part if you're going to start working towards building relationships. Especially, I want you all to think beyond just when an individual may ask you to make something for a memorial purpose. I want you to get in business mode, and that's what this challenge is for too, so that you can be contracting with the local and also online funeral homes, and you're showing them these professional level products, and they want to partner with you, and they want for you to be their provider for pretty much all things printed. They don't really want to think about that stuff when they have the full service to plan. They have all of the intricacies to deal with in such a short time frame. So one thing that we're going to be working on during this Memorial Challenge is actually a little bit of strategy on how you can even get the funeral homes as long-term clients. Okay. All right, y'all excited about the cubes? I know there's a delay in the YouTube, so I'm definitely taking that into account. All right, so we're going to do the cubes, and what I'll be doing, I'll be showing you how to do the cubes with the like the Walgreens and CVS type of prints, because that's something you all are highly interested in. But if you have enough time, I'm also wanting for you to, number one, develop relationships with your local printers, because that could be a time saver and a grace saver whenever you really just need that that just local, I can drive to it, I can pick it up, I know that it's there, I'm not worrying about it being lost in the mail. Sometimes you may even have to pay a premium for that. And I just want you to have that on the back burner. Even if you have a really good online supplier, it always helps to have a local vendor as well. And there's something else. Let me check my notes here, because I have so much. Like, it's almost like I want to cover it all before 2024 ends. All right. So that, and then of course, so you have the programs, which are really important. Of course, t-shirts are always going to be a staple in this area as well. But I want to start introducing you to products. This is a prototype product that we're working on right now. And eventually we'll be showing you how to build this and how to do this. But I just want to see who all was interested, because what this involves is a little bit of AI video editing, and it's not as easy as the AI design that we do. Like on our Tuesdays, we do AI design, Wednesdays, we do Photoshop. So we did AI design and Photoshop, and then there's some video editing required there. So y'all can let me know. I want you to put in the chat, because during the challenge, I'm going to offer something. And it might be one or both of these things. So I want you to drop a 1 in the chat if you want us to be able to offer a service to you where you can provide the photos and we can make this kind of video for you. I don't know if I'm going to provide that just yet. I just want to see how many are interested. If you drop a 1 in the chat, it'll let me know that you're interested. And basically what you can do is you can use our product videos and our examples to show off to your potential funeral home clients or your potential personal clients who need this this type of product for themselves. This was actually our Christmas present we did for our granny. All right. And then drop a 2 in the chat if you're interested in getting nitty gritty and learning how to create these videos from the ground up. That will probably be a full long class. And it won't be like when we do the video editing, it won't be like a live, like you design with us. It will be, we'll demonstrate it for you, have these parts recorded, and then we'll have a Q&A session afterwards, after you reviewed it and you tried to edit the videos yourself. Okay. All right. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Y'all getting excited. All right. So we have video as a service. And the other thing is, you can do video as a service until you learn the ropes to do for yourself, because like I said, it isn't as simple as doing the flat artwork, but I think this could be a huge upsell with the way that you're able to, you could have and I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you the breakdown of this. Y'all are going to see this looks real familiar, right? The breakdown of this is the text and the photo in the background come from our 295 template. Does it look familiar? All right, so we have video as a service, and then also learning how to do the video. So we might do video as a class. And that will be more like I said, that'll be a special class. All right, cool. Now, who remembers with class number 295? We had some important parts that we talked about, because we made the design look intricate, but we kept the design simple by using just a few elements. Can anybody explain to me what those elements are? Especially Crafts to Quit. Y'all should know. Tell me what we used there. What were those elements that we used here? Come on, Crafts to Quit. I know y'all know what to do. I'll give you a hint. One of the elements is a background. Oh, Lynn, you did your dad's. And y'all, this is my dad here. Now, I want to kind of explain some things, because this is not a video of my dad. Him moving around is from a still photo. That's my Aunt Jennifer. I'm going to break down for y'all when we have our session at 9. I'm going to do a little bit of breakdown as well. Okay. Foreground, you have your background, your text, and then I also say like any type of like accent. For instance, for this one, we actually use, and I'll wait till it pops up so I can show you. There's some flowers and some things that pop up right in the front. So that's not exactly our foreground. It's not exactly our background. I call that a midground, but it could also be considered like an accent, just something to kind of give a little bit of pop, or even go with the theme, right? All right, so with those few elements, let me see if I can pull it up here. All right, so let's see. This looks should look pretty familiar. This was our 295 class, right? So this is my dad placed into this specific design here. And then I'll have to show you the whole breakdown. We're going to do this during the challenge. So I'm going to give you like a little preview tonight. But for our AI day during the challenge, we are going to work on face swapping. And I'm going to be showing you all some different programs that do face swapping. And we're also going to be developing our characters. Inside of Midjourney, taking those characters, doing some face swapping, and then we'll be developing also some of the accent images. So we're going to have a lot of fun in AI, and this is going to make your designs truly stand out and just give you a competitive edge when it comes to the professionalism that you can do with AI. All right. And of course, just in the memorial scheme in general, the fact that you're able to professionally provide these results are truly going to have you set completely apart. So here I will open this one here just to show you the assets. Now keep in mind that master file breaks down these things. So you have your background there that we talked about. The foreground has the text with the photo. And then you also have it where it breaks the photo and the text down separately. So you have first name, last name, and then we even have like the in love and memory. And all of these components are pretty much frozen and captured from your template because this is a master file, right? And I just want you to know that that basically is going to help you build every other product that you need to build here. So for instance, if we go to I'm going to go to our Automizer for this one. And I'll just go to the platinum since we already worked on it. And then I do have your votes from last week for what products you want to add. And I have the garden flag, urns, Hobby Lobby panel, TV tray templates. Let's see, a trifold brochure, which the trifold brochure is going to really truly be one of your top selling products when it comes to selling to the funeral homes. Also have the angel wing necklace that you all like, the memorial bench, balloon mock-ups, and floral arrangement mock-ups. So those are all wish lists into the upcoming Automizer. So let me know in the chat if you all have any other products that you're thinking about using for the memorial client, and I will look into those for you. All right, so we have some of the event design products, some of the printed products, and some of these are large format. Some of these are sublimation, and some of these are standard desktop printing. Standard desktop printing, or even some of your small scale print work that you might have done, might be invitations, programs. You also have the chip bags and water bottle labels. Those things can typically be printed with a smaller printer, a standard printer even. Even the fans can be printed with a smaller standard printer. And then we have some of the more specialty printing like sublimation, which would be a really big product that I see a lot is the sublimation slates. So I don't know if y'all are doing those yet, but for Memorial, those make a really good piece. And usually, what I'll do is I would give one to the person who is in charge of setting up the funeral, and then on the back of it, just have a sticker that says and a QR code that says where they can get one from, and then the rest of the family will more than likely, if they really love that product, will want that product. And this is your opportunity as well. If you have a QR code that goes just to your memorial page, it's your opportunity to show them, oh, not only can they order slates, but they can order mugs and ribbons and buttons and t-shirts and all of the other things. Okay, Designs and Speak uses the slates all the time. Yes, they used to have this slate. I really loved it. I have not seen it in a while, but it was a clock. So it was really big. It was probably not really big. I would say it was about 8 inches tall and probably about 12 to 14 inches wide. And it had a clock on one side, but it was all slate and it had the clock mechanism on one side and it had the photo on the other side. And that was just a beautiful product that I was able to really heavily market for memorial items. But now I just see the slate. I don't see the slate with the clock anymore. But clocks are good too. I'll put clocks on my list because even if clocks are not like sublimation or anything like that, you can do some very specialty type of printing where you can print on the metal. So there are these aluminum metal plates that you can print on, and you can put the clock hardware on it, and it looks like a beautiful metal printed. It's sublimated, of course, but it looks like a metal printed product, and that looks very, very nice and substantial. I've seen people take the clocks, take the insert out, and then basically print a replacement insert. That's kind of standard. And then there's this other project that I actually wanted to show as a demonstration, but it's using basically a satin fabric, sublimating to the satin fabric, but that satin fabric is adhered to a solid backing, such as chipboard or even a poster board. And then inside of that clock, it just looks like a beautiful silk print. And I printed on that type of satin material before for inside of frames. And it looks totally different than printing on paper. It looks totally different than printing on metal. It literally looks like you have a print on silk. And for memorial items, I really focus on just having a really thoughtful touch to things. So I'll make pocket squares and handkerchiefs or ties and things of that nature. So some products that might offer a little bit of softness and just an upgraded feel. You may have a lot of success with those products because not everybody's willing to make those things. One of the simplest products to do like that is this. I'll zoom in a little bit. Is this ribbon, and the ribbons are super easy to make. And you can get a lot of prints to a single sublimation page. So it is, for some people, is a little tedious because it is usually going to be a bulk order for those. But that's one of those products that's easier to get on everybody and then upgrade them if people want a t-shirt or they want a pillow or some of the other products. All right, so let me see here. So, Jamari, so the mock-ups are not included. I usually give you all a mini Automizer. Those mock-ups are included, but this is the bigger Automizer. But I do have an opportunity for you to all to get the bigger Automizer. It actually mocks up all of these different products with just changing out the design of one of them. So I'll be talking a little bit about that if y'all are interested in it. All right. And yes, make sure that you comment the word Friday on the Instagram post or the Facebook post, either one of those. And I think the website should be across the bottom of the screen there. If you comment the word Friday, then whatever files that I give for tonight will be in the back end of that class, and you'll be able to download those, use them as promotional material. You could even practice printing those things out and making those products. All right, so I think we covered all the products that you all might want to see for Memorial. Now, let me know in the chat here, how many of you have already been designing for the memorial market, whether it be for funeral homes or for maybe your client's personal projects. If you've already been designing for memorial, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat. And if you've never designed for memorial before, give me a 2. I kind of want to know who's in the room, who am I talking to, and how I can help you. Okay, I see some 1s in the building already. And for those who are already doing memorial, can you tell me, like, just list out 1, 2, and 3 in order of the most popular? What is your most popular requested product, second most popular, and then third most popular product? If you could only break it down into 3, what would those top 3 most requested projects be for your memorial projects? Oh, the wind spinners. Okay. TM, let's do wind spinners. I put wind spinners on the list. Okay, Lynn says the obituary, ribbon, and backdrops. Shirts, buttons, and fans. Gotcha. The grave blanket, t-shirts, and ribbons. Okay, I'm just making sure that I have all of this stuff in here too. So I have the grave blanket, ribbons. Okay. I don't have the wind spinners yet, so I'm definitely putting that one on my list. Buttons, fans, and ribbons. Awesome. The dog tag, t-shirts, and candle. Now I don't have candle on my list. I need to put candle on there. And for the candles, are you doing the tall candles or the standard kind of short candles with the top on them? Let me know what type of candles you typically use there. Lynn, you want to learn the gatefold obituaries. Let me put that on my list. That was actually one of the advanced projects I wanted to work on you all with, but it's possible. Let's see. So gatefold funeral program or obituary. And I know that people collect these as well. So when you can make the actual program itself be something that people want to hang on to, that's a big deal. Okay. Awesome. And so if we have any that have not started creating the memorial products, you've just heard your fellow creatives tell you some of the most impactful and the most requested products. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to just figure out what's going to sell. Literally, this discussion that we're having right now is already talking about what is going to sell because this is what people are already ordering. Fountains and the urn wraps. Got you. I'll put the fountains on there and the urn wraps. All right. The tall candle. Got you. All right. I think we have a good take on some of the products that we want to make here. And my whole point of helping us with this design challenge is so that you don't get stuck on the design mode. Like you don't get stuck spending so much time in design mode that you don't have time to promote the products and make the sales. So for instance, if a client reaches out to you, or even a funeral home reaches out to you and says, hey, somebody wanted to do shirts. Can you take this project? And let's say that you go ahead and you design a t-shirt. And maybe they just wanted the 13 by 19 prints, but you could go ahead and put that into this Automizer, go ahead and mock up all of the different relative products. So everything that's on this board would be relative. And that's why I like to make the smaller version so this is a smaller version of the Automizer. It's not the full Automizer, but I like to make a smaller version that has pertinent items because maybe someone would want a journal. Or maybe they just want a journal that people could sign at the funeral, right? So you can do the bigger journals. They're usually like the full 8.5 by 11 size paper. And you can have people sign and leave messages inside of that. And that might be a good upgrade of a product. And it looks professional because that image is actually printed into the book, and it's not, it's not like a binder or anything like that that they can get from anywhere. They feel like it's custom made and it's high quality and professional for that event. Also, pillows are one of those things that once one person has it, then other people want it in the family, and these type of things here can go viral just within the family itself. So if you can go ahead and give them the idea of what you can create, these ideas can definitely turn into upgrades for their project. Okay, got the neckties on there. I don't have the bookmarks on there, but I'll put bookmarks on here because I think that is bookmarks are good to go with the programs, because people will hang on to and keep those bookmarks as keepsakes, and that way they use them as Bible bookmarks, and they also just like to keep them as keepsakes for after the event. All right, good deal, y'all. Okay, so these are more products that are going to be for the people that may be actually collecting these items, but you also have the funeral home who is hosting the event. And believe it or not, like a funeral is one of the biggest events in someone's life. So people think about wedding planning, but funeral planning sometimes can cost as much as a wedding. So people are spending money in that department. It's just if you aren't aware of how that works, maybe you're not even thinking of developing products for that particular niche. So let's say, for instance, the funeral home is planning the funeral. The family has a specific, usually an insurance that covers these things. I've never had to haggle with the funeral home on my prices. They just want to make sure that I can get the work done in time, high quality method, and that I can work under pressure. Because one thing you will be working on when it comes to the memorial market is working under pressure, because there's time there that nobody has. So, for instance, they may get you a graphic on that Friday and need these things printed for Saturday. So the reason why I wanted to keep the memorial template very simple but make it look amazing is because I don't want you fumbling with 3,000 different variations of this design. I want you to be able to capture that client. I want you to be able to get the essence of the person who you are helping to create this memorial of. So in this case, we took this person and made him go fishing, because in this particular situation, he is a fishing man. He loves fishing. His idea of heaven, he's got a lake right there. He's got clouds right there. He's got the sun beaming, and he is at peace. So what we decided to do was build his design around what he really loved to do, which was fishing. So you'll notice that I'm going to bring you over to what this design is composed of. Very simple pieces. Okay. So the background, we developed an AI, but we use certain words to describe, and I'll show you those as well. We're actually getting down to time for class. So I'll show you the AI prompt that we use for that, for the background, and also the AI prompt that we use to develop our character here. And then what I want to do is show you how we pulled this into our very simple template. Our 295 template just has a background and some text, and then our foreground image is composed of our photo plus our text. So it's a very simple design. I think we added some clouds there, right? So you can utilize those clouds too. But the whole idea is I could create a funeral program from this. I can create a clock from this. I can create an urn wrap from this. I can create the dog tags, all of these different products that you see here. If you look closely, you'll see that they all have those elements, and they might be organized in a different way. They might have a little bit different orientation. Like this one might be wide because it's a Rice Krispie treat, and this one might be tall because it's a DTF portrait size print. Okay, so just wanting you all to see that basically with those simple elements, we can make this whole project turn out, and we don't have to spend hours and hours and hours on design and stressing out on design. The idea is that we execute for the customer, get them really, really happy. And let me tell you the best strategy that is for this type of project. The best strategy is getting it done quickly and high quality. Okay. Notice I didn't say cheap. So there are three ways, actually there are four ways that you can do something. You can do it, you can be the cheapest, you can be the fastest, you can be the highest quality. And then the fourth one now that I look into is basically how economical, or not economical, eco-friendly. Let's put it that way. Like, do you waste a lot of materials? Do you use recycled goods? That sort of thing. So really it's three that the customer care about, because they're not essentially the ones that are going to be caring about the environment. But for those three things, you can usually pick two. Okay. So my goal is to tell you to pick being one of the fastest, because I can flip this template in 5 minutes. And we're going to go through that tonight. I can flip this template in 5 minutes. Next is I can get it done with high quality. Okay. So we're going to work through those steps tonight. So just out of curiosity, does anyone have a memorial project that they have coming up that maybe you've just been kind of dragging your feet on, or you just haven't had the inspiration for, or you don't know where to start with that project? Is anybody in here in that mode? And if so, tell me what you're working on. Tell me what the project is and what the holdup is, so that I can help you with that. Okay. Oh, I see some more products popping up. The air freshener, keychain, stoles. And we have all of those things in the Automizer. I'll put them in this one. Keychain. And I think keychain is already on there, but there may be some other styles of keychains as well. And Nancy, yep, got the obituaries there. Okay, so it didn't give you the link. Let me see what's going on with that. It should have given you a link to the class, and then when you view the class, you'll see some downloadable files there, and I'll be giving you some more downloadable files. But check your inbox. All right, and Sandra, I'll check on that as well. Let's see here. Any other suggestions? I thought I saw another one. Oh, event clip. Love that idea. Okay, okay. Anything else y'all got for me? I'm literally building this whole list out. This is like y'all's Christmas list of what you want to see on this upcoming challenge. All right, so more than just learning about the design side. So my Craft to Quit crew knows that usually we're meeting at 8 o'clock and we meet from 8 to 9. So we're typically meeting before we go into our free design session at 9. So typically what I'm doing is I'm talking about the business side of things, how we can increase sales, how we can increase visibility, how we can make a product higher quality or more efficiently. Those are the business sides of things that sometimes y'all don't be paying me no attention on YouTube. So that's why I teach that inside the Craft to Quit program, because that is more of our business mentorship. All right, so that's the type of stuff I'm going over right now. So tell me in the chat as well, what are your blockers? What are your issues when it comes to the business side of this? Because at 9 o'clock, I'm going to show you the design side. And I always make the design side super easy, y'all. It's a 5-minute template flip, and I'm going to show you that. But what is it besides designing that you feel is holding you back from using your talents and your skills to pay the bills? And let me know, because I'm taking these notes. And for some of us, and I'm going to say us because I'm included in this group as well. For some of us, it's overcomplicating the thing before we actually put it out. We say to ourselves, oh, well, before I actually offer this, let me add 10 more products to this list because I just know those 10 more products would, they would appreciate that in this market. Well, if you wait 10 days to post those 10 more products, then these products here could have been seen. They could have already gathered some interest. They could already put you out there in the world and let people know what it is that you can do. So I struggle with that myself too. For instance, I didn't even want to show y'all my little video yet because this is not my final design. It's a prototype. And by the way, we did this for my granny for her Christmas present. And my granny, I love my granny to life. My granny raised me. That's basically the mom that I know is my granny. My dad raised me, but my granny was I can't even say second mom. She was my first mom. Well, she doesn't have a lot of expressiveness. Like, she's not going to be like, oh, I love it. It's so beautiful. The way that my granny does her thing and lets you know that she's proud of you is when she brags to somebody else about it. So I'm just going to tell y'all a little story. So I didn't even know. I was like, well, does Granny even like it? Does she think it's cool? Does she think like, hey, does that even look like my Aunt Jennifer? Does that even look like my dad with the AI version of it and stuff? So the way that I knew my granny liked it is company came over and company was really admiring the video. Like, it was the first thing they saw when they came in. I was like, oh, what is that? That's beautiful. And it moves. And wait a minute, is that Jennifer? I don't remember a picture of her like that because a picture like her like that never existed. We created it with AI. So we were all nervous and stuff. And so when I heard my granny explaining, so my granny is 84 years old. When I heard my granny explaining and bragging on, yeah, Shannon and Blake made that and they use AI, I was like, what? She was literally like praising us, but I would never know this unless I was like a fly on the wall, which I was in the room at the time. And she was just explaining like all of the things that went into this project. So she understood everything that we was talking about. She understood that we developed that image from an old grainy photo of my aunt getting an award. And we made a brand new custom image. We animated the image and also put these design elements into it. So for me, it was a nerve-wracking prototype that I didn't want to put out. But for that person that my granny was explaining it to, she's like immediately, well, how do I buy one of these on the website? And I was like, it's just a prototype. I didn't plan on selling it just yet. So just to let you know, sometimes the world doesn't need you when you're perfect. The world needs you now. How you are right now, what you produce right now, the talents that you have developed and that you own right now, that's when the world needs you. So saying that to say that we have our first order before we even put this on the website. So I have a great feeling that this is going to be a great product for you too. And this is the next level of graphics, being able to animate the graphics, being able to use video products. You could even send this file, right? You can send this file to the funeral home, and instead of like a traditional printed portrait that they do next to the casket, this could be a full-on video that plays on a TV. You can turn the TV sideways and decorate around it. And this is literally a digital file that you created. You don't have to go to the funeral home. You don't even have to present any physical product at the funeral. This is a digital design and a digital concept that the funeral home would gladly pay you $100 to $200 to develop this 30-second video clip. Okay, so I'm just letting you know, put your work out there. Okay, you are already good enough. You are great enough to put your work out there. And what happens is you'll learn iteratively how to improve, how to change things, how to pivot if you need to pivot. Like one thing I'll pivot with this one is I don't know if we're going to do these different layers this next time. So if you can see, we animated the background, we animated the foreground, we animated the text, and we animated the person separately. It requires a lot of work, but I think the result came out really well. And I think that's something that someone would pay a good $200 for a video that's going to memorialize not just that event, but now I can send this digital file to somebody, can scan a QR code. We put a little QR code on there. Somebody can scan it and then immediately get that video for themselves. You can also put sound with it, right? And that sound might be the last message that somebody received from that person, or it might be them giving some advice or telling a funny joke, or it could even be an AI generated sentence that they say from their voice when you can collect their voice. So I'm saying this to say that you can always be professional, you can always be innovative in a space, and you're always going to be able to charge your worth as long as you are bringing value to the table. And price is only an object where the value is not present or somebody doesn't understand the value. So I'm just saying, if you're going to do all of this to make a t-shirt design, you might as well find some other ways to make money with the same exact t-shirt design. Okay. Craft to Quit will be the first, probably learning this. Now, like I said, it's going to be a long class because it's different things that go into animating each of these pieces, but we will be learning it in pieces. I'll even be showing you how to do some of this stuff in Canva and some of this stuff in CapCut. And then there are some advanced level programs that do require like a monthly membership fee, like Midjourney requires a monthly membership fee that does this animation as well. So this will be a class after we do the challenge, because I want to get you through the challenge, okay? I want to get you through the challenge. And what I may do for our, how many of us want to see the gatefold brochure? Because I plan on doing a trifold brochure, but I want to, every time we do a challenge, also have like an advanced level class that goes after that. So we're already going to be making the cube, but how many of you all, if you want to make the gatefold template, and if I'm in gatefold program, and basically instead of a traditional trifold program, it folds like a gate in the front. Okay. So yes, yes. Okay. So gatefold program. I think I'm going to do that as the next class, because usually after the challenge we do a more advanced Photoshop class. I'm thinking we're going to do that as our 298 class, possibly, or one of the classes like right after that. So I'll teach y'all how to do it in Photoshop, and then I also show for those in Canva. So y'all know I am developing a Canva design every time we do a Photoshop design. So that will be available basically as, we're not doing live Canva classes yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to record them like I did for class number 296. And you'll have that as a resource. And if you want to not have to pay for each one as they come out and you want to get the subscription, then I have a subscription for that. It's only $27 a month, and you'll get 8 templates per month. Okay. Now for my Photoshop folks, y'all already know the Photoshop templates are more advanced. For instance, the diamonds that are in this text and everything are in the Photoshop file, but there's not really a way for me to do that without creating intricate frames. And it's not going to be something that I don't want to work 10 times harder to make something in Canva. I don't want you to work 10 times harder to make something in Canva, but I do have a Canva option for that design. And every week I have a Canva option for our template. All right, so we're about to get into our design side now. So I just want to see here in the chat, if you are a member, and I want to let you all know that we have a new membership. That's the bronze membership. We didn't have a bronze before, but you all know I have been fighting Canva for almost 3 years. I know how to use Canva pretty well, might I add, but I have been fighting offering it as a course for about, what, 2, 3 years now. So now we have that option. And with that option, you'll have a weekly drop of a template that is relevant to what we're doing on the Photoshop side. So that is called our bronze membership. All right. So nobody's in that membership yet. I just released it. If you're interested in that membership, I'll definitely talk about it in a second. So if you're bronze, then that's our first membership. Second is our gold membership. So, well, actually, our silver membership. Let me pull this up so I can keep track. So, for the silver membership is Photoshop, but guess what? I'm adding the Canva to the silver. I add Canva. Whoever is in any of the upper programs, you will get the Canva as well. Okay. So silver is where you get the replays of the Photoshop, you get the replays of the Canva, and those classes are typically, the Photoshop classes are typically $40 a piece. The Canva classes are typically $27 a piece each time. But if you join the membership, then what it will do is it will give you those weekly files plus bonus files. Okay. So every month you should be unlocking 4 to 8 templates every single month. And those templates come with video classes. Now, if you're silver, then you know what it is. You get the replays. If you're gold, now the gold membership, I've upgraded all of the memberships. So the gold membership used to just have the live Photoshop classes only. For the gold membership, now I'm giving you my live AI classes too. So I told y'all at 9 o'clock, I'm going to show you the whole design process, how we went from the AI to the Photoshop and forward, right? So the AI plus the Photoshop is now in the gold membership. And then we have the platinum membership, which is the Craft to Quit, which you hear me talk about. And Craft to Quit is now open. I know you have been waiting for this opportunity for me to open Craft to Quit. And then I'm going to tell you all what the special deals are. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and drop this link here. As a matter of fact, if anyone is interested, not only do I have the gold membership that's on flash sale for $77 a month instead of $97. If you type the word gold into the chat, or not into the chat, but in the comment section on the Facebook post or Instagram post, is going to give you a special link. And that special link is going to take you to how you can sign up. You'll notice I have some very special offers here. These are ending on New Year's Eve. Okay. So you all told me what all of the things that you wanted, and I created some very special offers for you all. All right. So you have for the gold, if you look for the level 3, that's gold. You have an option now. Instead of $97 a month, I made an option for you for $77 a month. So that's $20 less per month, and you get all the AI live classes every month, and you get all of the Photoshop classes every month. Okay. You have a very special one-time offer if you want to buy it annually. Not only will you be saving, it will be less than half of what the yearly membership is, because normally the monthly membership is $97. So for $497, you're going to get the year of the gold membership, plus I'll unlock the full Automizer, the big one. And I also have some split templates that allow you to split up like a big blanket, split up an all over t-shirt. So you get that $100 file for free as well. So you can't say I didn't give you anything special, anything nice for the new year, for Christmas, Black Friday. This is bigger than any of those offers that I offer. Okay. And then I have the option for, let me see here. So we have the option for the Craft to Quit, plus it unlocks the Automizer and the split template. And it also unlocks all of the AI classes. So far we have 55 AI classes. And I made a special deal for y'all tonight to unlock all of those plus get in Craft to Quit for $7.97. And that's your annual price. As long as you don't default on your payment, that will be the price that you pay forever for your annual membership. Now, you can ask some of the people in this room, if you get a really good annual rate and you lock it in, you're locking that one in for a lifetime. I have some people that lock in this $4.97 a year, and they will never give that up because they know that they're going to get that immense value. And usually after the next year, I won't ever go down to that low of a price again, because I also unlock all of the classes for you. Okay, so just showing you all what you have to look forward to. And you can come to this page here and sign up for the membership as well. But all of the Photoshop classes that we do every single week, every last one of them will be unlocked for you. So just so you know, we have 200 Photoshop classes. If you'd like to see what they are, just go to templates, please, and you can see all of the Photoshop templates for days, actually for years. If you're in the membership, you'll know that each a new class unlocks for you every single week. So every 7 days, you have a class that unlocks for you. But if you join that special price annual membership, I'm going to unlock all the classes for you at one time. That means you will not have to wait 7 days for a new one to unlock. Literally, all the classes will unlock for you within 24 hours. Okay. And this is just a few of the classes. We literally have 200 Photoshop classes that each and every one of them are something that can make you money today. Okay. Yes, Anita, it is definitely a steal of a deal. The other thing is, like, even if so, my Craft to Quit crew, my gold members, my OG members are like, well, what do you have for me? Technically, you could change your membership and lock into Craft to Quit at this $7.97 rate and still have all of your AI classes unlocked, still have all of your Photoshop classes unlocked. Or if you've only been in here for 1 year, it'll unlock the full 3 years worth of content. So I'm letting you know, y'all are always asking, like, what you got for me? That's what I got for you. Okay, because y'all have everything else. So what I'm giving you is an opportunity to lock in at that rate. And I guarantee you will never be at that rate again. So gold is not Craft to Quit. Craft to Quit is our platinum. Let me show you that one. So for this one, with the platinum, I would choose the $7.97, the $9.97. I don't even know what's different on that one. That was the deal that I offered for Black Friday. So some people got that one. So what I did for this one, because we're entering a new year, I said I would give you all the end of the year best possible pricing that you're ever going to get, because it will never be $7.97 for the year again. I promise you that. It has never been $7.97 before, even though it had less classes to unlock before. So this is my gift to you all. This is my gift to the community, for my OGs who wanted to lock in a special rate. This is what I've done for you, okay? Yes, you would have to cancel and then rejoin, but all you have to do is send me a message on the Facebook business page or the Instagram business page and let me know that you want to change your subscription. And then I can make sure that I cancel it on the back end the correct way. So it'll immediately let you sign up for the new amount. Okay. Okay, Angela, we can definitely do that. Go ahead and comment the word gold on the post, and it'll send you the link here. Okay. I'll show the listed again from the drop down. Sure thing. Let me know if you have any questions about that. So the Craft to Quit is supposed to be $197 a month, and it has an annual price of $19.70 for the year. That is our regular price. So make sure that you choose this $7.97 one, because not only does it give you Craft to Quit for the year instead of this $19.70, it gives you also, if you don't have the Automizer, it unlocks the $1,200 Automizer, because you'll get the graduation Automizer, and then you also get the $291 Automizer, which is the most recent. And then we will have an Automizer after this Memorial Challenge as well. And then you'll get that one too. All right. And if you're already Platinum Craft to Quit, some of you are paying $197 a month. Some of you got into the OG, the original price of $97 a month. And if you want an even better rate, if you sign up for this one, the $797 for the year, then you just lock in. I don't even know what $797 is for the year. Let me do my calculations here. So $797 divided by 12. Let's do the math together, y'all. That's only $66 a month for the $197 a month plan. Okay. So some of y'all was saying, hey, Shanon, what you got for the OGs? That's what I got for the OGs. You can lock in your Craft to Quit membership, which is the Platinum membership, at $66 a month, basically, when you sign up with the $797 a year plan. Okay. All right, my love. So we're about to get into this design session. If anybody has any questions about membership, feel free to let me know in the chat. I'm here to help y'all. But my whole point of my Friday classes is that I want to give you all free design class. I know every single thing that I put out there has value, but I do feel like when I'm able to give you all something of immense value, even for free, that number one, it enhances and sharpens your skills. But number two, it allows you to see that I'm the person that is going to be able to help you build your business. If what I gave you for free could help you build your business, then imagine what's over here on the side when you have access to the templates, access to the live classes we do with Photoshop, access to the live classes that we do with the artificial intelligence design, the AI design. Imagine what it's like on this side. And so that's why I do this free portion. I want you all to have great value in what I'm doing here. I want you to take that value, put it to work so that you can afford any of the paid resources that I offer. Okay. All right. All right. So like I promised, we're going to go in here and change this design out. I want to show you some of the things that I did here. And you'll know, let's see, I'm going to start with the AI portion of the design. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through how I did my Aunt Jennifer. And a very special thing about my Aunt Jennifer, she taught me how to read when I was only 2 years old. I believe she passed away when I was around 3 years old, maybe 4. But this was someone who just really impacted my life in such a major way. I still remember her, even though I was so young. I remember her essence. I remember the way that she just loved people. And I remember her as this light. And I felt so honored to be able to turn that light from a little grainy photo to a true presentation of what I believe her essence was, and how she glowed and how she loved on everybody and how she made everybody feel good around her. So I've had some very good coaches in life. One of those being my Aunt Jennifer, and the other being my dad. I've had my grandmother, my aunts and uncles. I've had a lot of mentors just within my own family that taught me how to be smart, how to be creative, how to be an entrepreneur, because our family is full of entrepreneurs, but more importantly, how to really be a good human being. And I'm getting emotional even talking about it. But being able to work on this, literally explained to me why what I do is important for my clients. Because if I can have this kind of reaction just working on a project, and then I can provide this type of reaction to someone who has lost someone they love, then this makes this whole memorial presentation, it makes this whole memorial challenge, all of these memorial products worth it because we're helping to extend someone's legacy and we're helping to give someone peace at a time where peace is the last thing that they think they're going to get. So when I do memorial stuff, I take it very seriously, but I also put a lot of love and a lot of light and life into it. So y'all forgive me if I get a little emotional while I'm walking you through this process because I'm literally looking at something come to life that I haven't seen since I was 2 years old. Okay. All right. So let me take my deep breath before I get into this work for y'all. Maybe I should have done some random AI character so I wouldn't be on this live getting all emotional with y'all. All right. So let's walk you through this process. Also letting you know, I'll show you all. I still have that template for free. How I did the face swap. It's right here in class number 55 because we did memorial face swaps. But I also used that same memorial face swap class to face swap for these cards that we did. They came out really, really great. Okay. So these are the original photos that I started with for this memorial project. That's my Aunt Jennifer. She's super, super smart. Like I said, super kind. And this was her winning an award. And I decided to use those photos to say, okay, well, I want to build at least an AI prototype of an image. It probably won't look like her specifically, but I need to get her build. I need to get her likeness, smile, her even her fashion that would have been in the roundabout the 80s, right? So I put in those 3 images there. And then I referenced them and I said, I want a beautiful Black woman in a photo from 1980s where she's wearing a blue dress shirt, plus size, and then that's all I put. Now, the reason why I put a blue dress shirt here, so you all can copy this prompt, you all can run this without being a part of this AI class. I'm literally giving you parts of the paid AI class right now. Of course, do take a screenshot or copy this text down. So what I was doing here is just building a prototype. And as you can see, it gave me 4 different options. Option number 1, option number 2, option number 3, and option number 4. I looked at the hairstyle. I also looked at her demeanor and her glow. And I really liked the image number 3. Now, it doesn't specifically look like her just yet, but I'm going to show you what happens later. Okay. So this was our AI class number 55. This is the class we did right before we took the Christmas break. Okay. All right. So next thing I did was I upscaled it. So when I hit U3, because this is image 1, 2, 3, and 4, I hit U3 to upscale number 3, and this is what I end up with. Now I'm also asking it to upscale that a bit further. And I usually do an upscale subtle and an upscale creative just to see if it's going to give me a difference there. And this is my upscale here. And she has a beautiful like silk looking shirt on here. I'm not happy with this area here. And really, if I could go back and redo anything before I upscaled it, and I'm telling you what I would do now. So I would go to vary region. And part of the issue that I had is I didn't like this area here. It doesn't really look like a set of arms. It just looks like, it looks like flesh, but I can't make it out. I don't know what that is. So I would go to vary region, circle that area and rerun it. And it's going to show up down here at the end. So if I could go back to this project and redo that part, that's what I would have done. Okay. And I'm going back here. So after I upscaled the image, then I had to do a face swap because I wanted to make sure that it actually looked like my Aunt Jennifer, right? So I did the Pixie AI face swap. And just like we did this in the live class, I did several different versions. So I did the standard, Then I also did Sharpify, Optimizer, etc. And the one that I really didn't like, the extreme, just went way too extreme for me. And then also this one, this Artify, went too extreme for me. All right. And then this was me just upscaling other models as well. Now, what typically happened with the AI? So my aunt Jennifer has this iconic, and we call it the Dickens gap, right? So even I have a small gap between my front teeth. I used to, when I was younger, I would tease my dad because we had this little piece of meat that, because we didn't have a big gap, we didn't have the flesh, the little piece of meat grow down. So our little meat like grew right straight out because it couldn't go down into the gap. So we were supposed to have a gap, but we just have a tiny, tiny little gap. But in our family, these gaps are iconic. And I didn't like that it wasn't giving me my gap. So she has a gap there. This is actually an upscale version of an image. I actually need to show you all the non-upscale version of the image. You can't really see the gap there. And you can sort of see the gap right here. So I'm gonna take y'all through my journey of building this. Let me see if I have my pieces to it so I can show y'all what I really went through. Okay, so those are upscaled images. And this is actually an upscaled image too. It's like an AI freshened up image, but look, it gets rid of her gap. So I had the biggest trouble. See how it would get rid of her gap even when it replaced her face with AI? There's no gap. So then what I had to do was I had to go in and build a gap. And because it's important, it makes it look like my aunt. Um, and the way that I did that was also inside of AI. I'll be showing y'all a little bit of that during our class because we're going to focus the whole focus of class during the AI class during this challenge is going to be on doing like advanced face swaps because yeah, if anybody's critical of a face swap, it's going to be a memorial project because this is going to literally memorialize a person. So that's why one of the biggest things we fear when we show this to Granny, because I haven't seen my Aunt Jennifer since I was 2 or since I was 3. So in my head, I'm like, I hope this looks like her to my granny. I hope like my granny is actually okay with us using AI. She's not like freaked out or anything that the picture's moving. So it was beautiful to see her have that type of reaction. And by reaction, I meant bragging on us to her friends because she don't have much of a reaction when you show her something at first. But if she brag on you, yeah. I'm gonna give you an example. So here's a little tidbit of a story time. So I have been extremely creative all of my life, and I don't know if creative is always the term that my granny would describe. So I used to make my clothes going to school. Every single day I had something that I made. And every single day before I left the house, she would look at me and she would say, "You gonna wear that outside the house?" Because I would cut up my jeans, I would make t-shirts, I would take her plants, her silk flowers, and I would pin them all down the side of my jeans and stuff. And so I just always thought Granny just, she didn't approve, of course. She's looking at me like, do I just want to be weird in life? But one day she had company and she was asking me to go get something that I made and show her company. And I was like, wait a minute. So Granny doesn't think I'm just really odd and weird. She actually thinks this stuff is kind of cool. She said, go get those pants that you like to cut up and stuff. Go get those pants and show them. So I brought out all of my things and it was like a little fashion show. And her friend was just truly impressed. But more than anything, I was so excited that my granny was showing me off. And I was like, well, wait a minute. So this is Granny's love language when she really wants to show her appreciation. She brags, okay? But let you tell her straight up, she straight face, she ain't smiling, she don't look impressed, none of that. But she go bragging on you, you did something. So anyways, that's why I was like, super timid to bring this prototype and even to show you all. But since I got my granny's approval, I can show y'all this project. All right, so built that gap into it. Now I built that gap into it with Photoshop. Let me see. I have a loom video. So I won't bore you through the entire process because we only have an hour together tonight. But let me show you on my loom video. Let me see if I can play this. It's gonna play it really fast. Okay, so this was me. Actually, I'm going backwards through a process that I did to enhance her photo. So it'll show you how the photo was kind of grainy coming in. I did a little AI. I recolored the photo. The photo was actually black and white. And where is it? I have the restore version. Oh, I know where it is. And I'll show you the original photo. Your girl was over here working. Okay. Okay, so that is the original photo. You see how it has like pieces of the photo that was like ripped up and stuck to the glass, and it doesn't have any color to her skin. It doesn't even have color to her hair and all that. So this is how we rebuilt that design in AI. I literally went and I refilled in places where the image was missing. I enhanced her skin so that it was smoother and really vibrant. I recolored the image so that she has a flesh tone. She has hair color now. That was all done in Photoshop. All right. I said eventually I'll do like a photo restoration class with the weekly Photoshop live classes. I have that on my list. And then this one, I'm just going to show y'all real quick. Oh, hold on. Me and my brother talking in the background of that one. So I was not playing with this gap. Do y'all see the troubles that I went through for this gap? I'm gonna let it play one more time. So this is literally using AI inside of Photoshop and using Photoshop blending methods to get this result. So I'm gonna play it one more time. So this is the gap that I ended up with that looks like her actual teeth. Okay. And then I went through some troubles getting this gap. My brother was even laughing at some of the results because it would give you some crazy stuff. Okay. So do we have access to that video? Christine, this was about 3 hours of me playing around, figuring out how to create my aunt. So what I will do is I will do the photo restoration. We'll do that as a class together. One of our sessions that we do as a live class. So then that way we could take one picture and work together to do things like color an image, remove some of the imperfections, use some different apps. So I even have, let's see, some of these. I'm going to move that here. And I'll show you some of the AI that was done from different programs. I even made some different types of characters and stuff. So you all will get a chance to see about that in the challenge as well. But let me see. So this was one of the AI generations where basically it made a beautiful AI generation, but it didn't give her the gap in the teeth. So what I did was I started with this image, then I added the gap, then I did the further techniques as well. So I will be showing you that. I'll be showing you the first step, which is basically the face swap inside of the challenge. And then I will be showing you how I did some of the upgrades that I don't think the AI was going to give me anyway. Like for instance, doing the gap in her teeth and also coloring her image. So this image was black and white, and this was the main image that I used in order to create the AI character. So I wanted to provide it with some color reference. So I did color that, and I will show you how I did that. Okay. So That was using some AI prompt, but we're not finished with the AI side of things yet. I need to be wrapping it up on the AI side, but I wanted to show you kind of where I was going with those results. So that's how I got the foreground. That was class number AI 55. And then for the background, we created some beautiful backgrounds. So this is one of the backgrounds that I used. And that was for this one. Okay. So I also use AI inside of Photoshop to make it a bit taller. So for instance, I wanted this taller. And we did this in class already. We did this in class number 294, I believe. I believe it was 294. And we did our generative expand. So we use AI inside of Photoshop to kind of give us some more imagery where that image was cut off. Oh, thank you, Pretty Fits Me. I look like my Auntie Jennifer. All right. And then, of course, it gave us some additional images here. So in this case, I like this one, and then I would merge it down. And let's say I also want some additional data down here at the bottom. Click on the crop tool, drag it down, hit generate. And for those of you who don't have these classes, I'm telling you, if you do the unlock option that I'm giving you and you unlock all of these classes, you will have templates and classes galore. Oh, I like this one. All right, so I'm gonna merge that down. All right, so now this entire image has way more imagery for me to work with if I want to make a taller design. And let's go to that design here. And you can see this is where I was starting to build out my design from scratch. And you'll see everything I just showed you. So I'll even show you my alternative because I had some other color flowers I was thinking of using as well. But because I was putting my dad's image and my aunt's image in the same one, I kind of wanted their images to flow together. So I used more neutral colors here. And you can kind of see how now all of this pulls together. And I'm going to turn this hue saturation off here so I can get my bright colors there. But if I wanted more of bright colors, you can even see how that just totally changed the look just by using different color flowers and different color backdrops. That backdrop is also AI designed. And I pulled out those florals in the foreground. I pulled them out from the background. So let me turn off the photo for a moment so you can see what I'm talking about here. Turn off my foreground accents. So again, with us learning the principles and having that template from template class number 295, we have this background. Then we have our photo. And of course, we learn how to fade off the bottom of the photo because we won't play like that. And if I need to show you real quick, I'm going to disable that layer mask so you can see that that's how it comes in as a hard line. Then I'm going to add a layer mask here, grab my paintbrush, and I make sure that black is loaded up because black is going to conceal while white reveals. And I just fade that off and it looks dreamy and it blends. Even though it's not like, somebody's shoulders wouldn't be sitting on the stair step, but it still looks natural in the way the image progresses, okay? And then when I add my foreground accents, it kind of makes it look like it's all going together. Okay, so this is how we're able to use these concepts and these templates that we're doing every single week. I don't want you all to think that you're just learning, for the sake of playing with things. Every time I teach you AI, it's intentional. Every time I teach you a Photoshop file or template, it is extremely intentional because not only do I think that this can build your skills and help you create more efficiently, more effectively. But these are things that are going to help you make money. Okay. Like I wasn't even trying to make any money. I was just trying to impress my granny, and we got an order already. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna fade off the bottom of this image here because it's a little bit taller. Boom, boom. And then for the text here, this one is my dad, so I wanted to say Melvin Wooden instead of Jennifer Wooden. But of course, if you followed along with class number 295, all you have to do is double click on the text and change it out. So double click on the T there. And that's my daddy. All right. So that's how we change the text out there. And it keeps all of the properties. It keeps that gold outline. It keeps the coloration. And we don't have to do like in Canva. I showed y'all last week how to do. So if you all want to see that edited in Canva, go to last week's class because I showed you how to create this in Canva from scratch. This is class number 295. Let me show y'all what we did. I'm not going to show you step by step because you can go watch last Friday's video. And we did 295. I did a whole Canva version of it. So I will give you that template in the challenge this week because I do want you to understand what it's like to build a design in Canva and what the Photoshop results look like. See, the Photoshop results have the dynamic shading and it has the jewels inside of the last name, all of that great stuff. And it's easier to change out, but you can create something very similar, still have high impact, even in Canva. All right, so Monday, this upcoming Monday, we're going to do our Canva design. All right, I'm going to give you this template. We're going to walk through it together. And then I'm going to show you how you can also incorporate with an app, with the help of an app. You can incorporate the 3D looking type of, I would say it's not necessarily 3D, but I will say the effect text. So where it looks like it has metallics and a drop shadow and strokes. You know, in Canva, you can only get one of those things at a time. So this is our Canva version here, our simple Canva version. And you'll notice, I'm going to ungroup these. So you'll notice that in order to get that look where it has an outline and a second outline, I had to do this text twice. So if I wanted to outline, a second outline, and a drop shadow, I would have to type this in 3 different times. And then I would have to stack them all up on top of each other in order for it to give me the same effect. So I just want you all to be aware that there are limitations in Canva. There are some hacks. This was my hack for getting the 3D looking text. Go back to last Friday's class. I showed you exactly how to get this 3D looking text, and it was gold when it came in, and I made it silver. I showed you how to do all that last week. But this week, when we're doing the challenge, we're going to actually build the design, okay? And then on Wednesday, so Wednesday we're going to, and I think what we decided to do, the same amount of you said to have class on Tuesday. Now I'm going to ask y'all live, since we have quite a few of y'all live tonight. Do y'all want to do AI on Tuesday? That is New Year's Eve. I don't want to be stumping on y'all New Year's Eve plans if y'all actually have a social life. My social life is y'all. My social life, my Friday nights, look at me. I'm here, no makeup, chilling. I would have had on a nightgown if it wasn't for having to be on YouTube. So I have on a uniform and I'm here with y'all. That's how I spend my Friday nights. But I won't judge you if you want to celebrate on Tuesday. So let me know in the chat. I'm going to take a little brief break. Give me a 1 if you want us to carry on Tuesday and have class for our AI class. Give me a 2 if you want to say, hey, Shannon, let me celebrate New Year's Eve, and then I can catch you on New Year's Day, because we're going to continue this thing. Like, I'm not giving y'all an excuse not to get this challenge going, okay? So on New Year's Day, we can continue. So let me know. Look, y'all don't even want to take no breaks. I think y'all would have spent Christmas with me, which some of y'all did. I put up a little Christmas video and some of y'all was still tuned in. I love y'all for that. So, okay, y'all want to keep it rolling. So we are going to keep it rolling then. Then this is what we'll have. For those that are not participating in Tuesday class, it's not the end of the world, because what's going to happen is you'll have all of the AI assets. So for instance, you see how, let me see how many images we have in here. We have, wow, 3,400. That's 7 and 7. That's over 14,000 images we have inside of this server. So even if you missed Tuesday class, you would have however many images that we did. You would have the replay and all that. Oh, this is gorgeous. I love this. Y'all make me want to build a design right now. But I got to get through. We did some AI. I love this. And I could totally see. Let me jump to this. Okay, I'll give y'all an AI demonstration right now. I can see y'all building a design with this in Canva or Photoshop with the template. So let's see. I'm going to go with, usually 3 is my best. So I'm going to upscale 3. All right, and it upscaled it. I'm going to upscale it creative. Then I'm just going to flip this. Is it okay if I flip this design real quick for y'all? I told y'all can flip it in 5 minutes, right? It's a 5-minute flip. Okay, let's do a 5-minute flip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this $2.95 and then I'm going to save as, and I'm going to save this one as yellow roses. And let me make sure while I am designing here that I turn off my generate assets so it goes faster. So I'm going to take off my image, generate my image assets for now. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and build out this design. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is check and see if it's finished generating my upscale. Beautiful, that's gorgeous. All right, so then I'm going to open in browser. Opens up over here for me. Save image as. And this is AI 054. And this is going to be yellow roses and stairs. And for those of you all who are on my freebie Friday right now, and you typed in Friday, you should have gotten the link for the class. I'm also going to give you this file for free while I'm thinking about it. This file right here, that's a Canva file, and I also did a video tutorial. I actually put it together. Y'all know I don't do a lot of craft projects, but I crafted this one so that you all would be able to follow along. There's a Photoshop version to this template as well. So like I said, every week I'm going to do a Canva and a Photoshop version. So I have the Photoshop version. It's also called a $296, but it'll say PSD $296. There's a Canva $296 that's available for free, even for my Photoshop folks, if y'all want to grab that, just so that you can see the difference. That's my treat for you all for tonight. In addition to, of course, I'm giving you all some memorial files as well. All right. And then the other treat is that literally all of the Photoshop and AI classes, y'all, I haven't done a $5 holla since 2021. So don't walk, run. All of the Photoshop templates, every last one of them are $5. All of the AI classes, instead of $40, are $5. So I'm just giving you that option. If you didn't want to do the bulk purchase today and it's just a few things that you can get at this moment, this is the way of me giving back and giving you all an opportunity to go crazy. All right. And again, I'm going to go ahead and let you all know for the membership that there's a Canva membership now for $27. This is going to unlock 4 to 8 Canva classes every single week. They will be recorded. They will not be live classes for $27 a month. This is the live class. Boom, you got me on Fridays, okay? But I want to be able to offer you our resources so even on the Canva side, you can keep up with what we're doing inside of the Academy. Now, for $57 a month, you can do the silver membership, which is where you get the pre-recorded Canva classes and you get the pre-recorded Photoshop classes. So whichever one you decide to do, you'll have access to both of those. Now, my gold is the absolute special deal that's going on right now. It's $77 a month, or if you click on join now, there's going to be a very special link where you can get the entire year instead of $97 a month, because this is our regular price, $97 a month. I don't even have anybody signed up for $77 a month yet, but this is $97 a month. I have it for $497. That's less than half of the monthly price. You will not only get the full year of the gold membership, which is where you have live AI classes and live Photoshop classes every single week. I will also, for this special offer, you'll see when you click on it, it'll say $497. If you click on that offer, I will also unlock all 200 Photoshop templates, and I will unlock all 55 AI classes. So if you all were looking for a Christmas present for yourself, if you all were looking for a reason to say new year, new me, and invest in yourself, I made it super easy. I made it super beneficial. And there's no way, if you feel like this is valuable, that you're going to regret this decision, because it's going to give you unlocked access to all of the AI courses, all of the Photoshop courses, plus all of the live classes that we do for the next year. All right. For one whole year, you're going to get live access to our weekly Photoshop class and our weekly AI class, plus the recordings if you can't make it to the live. Okay. So that's my gift to you. For my craft to quit, and for people who know what craft to quit is, I don't have time to explain what craft to quit is tonight, other than you get the challenges that we do for free inside of your membership. And then we have a session where we meet every Friday at 8 o'clock. And this is our mentorship session. This is our business session. This is how we strategize for bettering our businesses every single week. And that's what the platinum is. It's not even on here because I don't tell anybody about it. It's very rarely actually open anymore. So that option is normally $197 a month, but I have an annual option for that for $797. You can unlock the full year plus all of the classes from Photoshop, all of the classes from AI, and the Automizer. So if you don't have the Automizer yet, it'll unlock that as well. So if you are looking for some tremendous opportunities, I've given you no excuse not to invest in yourself tonight. Okay. All right. So I'm going back to design class now. If y'all have some questions a little bit later on about the memberships, I will answer them for you, but I want to get back to design. That was our little commercial break. if you locked in your craft to quit, and you locked in craft to quit, some of you locked in craft to quit, a handful of you locked in craft to quit for $497 when I did a crazy deal about 2 years ago. If you lock that in, keep it. It will never, ever in life be $497 again. Right now, the lowest it is $797. I haven't even had a price lower than $897. I think last year, Black Friday, we did an $897 deal. This year was $997. So the fact that I'm doing a $797 deal Anybody that has Craft to Quit already, you're paying more than $797 a year for Craft to Quit, and you want to lock in at that rate. If you cancel and you switch to that plan, then it will allow you to unlock all of your courses. You won't have to start over again from scratch, and you'll lock in the $797 annual rate. Okay. All right. How do you get the option for generate pets? If you're inside of Photoshop, first of all, you want to make sure that you have the latest version of Photoshop. And let's see. Let me find those yellow roses. All right. So instead of me doing it here, I'm actually going to do it outside of here. Let me close out some of this stuff. Nope, don't want to save anything. All right. So everything that I'm doing tonight, we're gonna do inside of the challenge. We're gonna do it live, hands-on help, so you all see what it feels like to be in the Craft Equip program. You're going to get every day with me next week, including my Friday Craft Equip session, if you are in the challenge. Okay. And if you are a Craft Equip member, you're automatically in the challenge. So if you're not a Crafts Quit member and you want to participate in the full week's challenge, including the Automizer day, and then also we're going to do a strategy session day on our Friday. If you're interested in that challenge, just make sure that you catch my email. I'm going to give you all, I'm not going to do it on live. I'm going to send an email with a very special offer for you to sign up by this weekend. And if you sign up by this weekend, then you'll have access to the challenge as well. And you will also get the opportunity to see what it's like to be in Craft to Quit for a full week. So usually Monday is our planning day. We don't meet on Mondays, but I'm going to meet you all on this Monday. So you'll have extra time with me on Monday. I'm going to help you plan. We're going to do some AI on Monday. On Tuesday, typically we have our AI design class. So you all are going to AI design with me on Tuesday, just like if you were in Craft to Quit. On Wednesday, we're going to do our Photoshop class. And don't you dare worry if you've never touched Photoshop before. As long as you have it downloaded, I'm going to get you through it. That's our Wednesday class. Then on Thursday, we're going to do an Automizer flip together, so a mini Automizer. And then on Friday, I'm going to help you all create a marketing material. We'll more than likely do it inside of Canva, but I'm going to decide what I want to do. Do I want to show y'all AI, kind of method, or it depends on how far we get on Thursday, what I'll show you on Friday. Okay. So just make sure that you pay attention to your email and that your email alerts are turned on, meaning that you have the newsletter activated on the Academy, okay? All right. Well, I tell you what, if you're interested in doing the challenge right now, the only option that I have set up right now, if you go to the Auto Design Me challenge, is the free challenge. Sign up for the free challenge, and I will send you an email to let you know how you can get into the special challenge. Because I only have 100 seats, and they're typically Craft to Quit is going to get the first seats because I can only fit 100 people in the Zoom room. So I will have to send you a special link, and then once you purchase, it takes off those seats. Okay. So Craft Quit, y'all better make sure y'all show up because other people are interested in coming inside of the challenge. All right. So just make sure that you sign up for this one, and I'll drop the link for this right here in the chat. Demetrius, you said, I'm new and I'm lost on all the plans. I will tell you, if you're brand new, the best, hands down, the best option for you right now is our gold offer, because you get the live classes and you get live help designing every single week. Okay. If you want the upgrade business portion of that, where you meet with me on Fridays, and then also you get the challenge, the super, super best option is to join the platinum, because it also comes with the challenge. So when you go to that page and you hit join now, it's going to give you these options here. The best deal, hands down, is the Platinum Craft to Quit with the annual membership for $797. So that one right there is usually $1,900, really $2,000, because it's $1,970. Okay, so this one is even less than 50% of the standard price. So if that is something that you are looking to do the challenges with me every month, you're looking to do the Friday business mentorship sessions with me every month, and on top of that, do the live AI class on Tuesdays and the live Photoshop classes on Wednesdays, all of that is in this one package. And Coach Najla does offer a Shopify bootcamp as well. And usually that is after the challenge. So if you still need help with Shopify, we have that help as well. All right. And if you're looking for something with the best option right now for the monthly membership, I would say it's the $77 a month, because usually that's $97 a month, and that goes away. It strikes on the end of this year at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On New Year's Eve, this deal ends. It goes back up to $97, okay? But this one, for the gold membership, you get live classes for Photoshop on Wednesdays, and you get live classes for AI on Tuesdays. And of course, you get the recordings if you miss the class. And the difference here is you don't get the challenges that we do every month. So the challenges are not included. And then also the business coaching that we do on Friday is not included in the gold package. Okay, so does that make sense? So the Shopify is always going to be a separate class, because that will be a boot camp literally showing you how to set up an entire Shopify page, your Shopify products, the pricing, the options, all of those things. You receive help on that, and that is a separate Shopify boot camp. And lavish events by Talia. So every single week we do a class, and at least once per month. And so far it's been about 2 times per month. We do specifically event design. So for instance, I'll show you our last few classes, and you'll get an idea here that at least 2 classes that we do out of the month are definitely event-based products, but everything we do almost every single week can be used for events. For instance, the memorial designs that we're doing now can be used for events. They can be used for programs. They can be used for doing portrait work. They can be used for t-shirts. So we make it an aim to help you create not just the designs for t-shirts, but also you can use these designs for other things for your event design. This was a backdrop that literally was used for Boosie's birthday party, right? So this is a design, it's a Photoshop design, but it also is for events. These cubes are really hot right now for design, so for events. So we have a class where we incorporate the cubes, the accordion wall. We did menus that also doubled as welcome signs. So we're doing frequently projects that have to do with event design, but also product design. And we pretty much use those interchangeably. So every single class we're doing event design as well. So even when I finish showing you this design flip tonight, I've also flipped this into event design pieces. So the cubes, backdrops, floor wraps, the standees, the arches, etc. It does all of the above. Okay. Mo, message me on the Facebook and we can check it out for you, okay? Lavish, that's a great question. Are any of these PLR? So we don't do PLR. Actually, we protect our designs within our network, but I do have a way if you are in the Craft to Quit program where you can basically flip the design as long as you're doing something different to it. You can flip the design and you can sell it on that marketplace. And we are partners and we split those proceeds 50-50. So even if you're using my template, all you have to do is flip a color in it and you resell it and you're 50% owner of that design flip. And that's only for the Craft to Quit members. Awesome. Still family business. I would love to collab. Please inbox me on the Facebook business page or the Instagram business page, and I would love to check that out. Y'all are so awesome. Okay, so let me get back to designing now. We can talk about membership. I'm going to have the membership open until let me tell y'all exactly, the 31st is Tuesday. So all of the memberships are going to be open until Tuesday night. Okay. All of those deals will be open until Tuesday night. Then after that, they go back up to the regular price. And then Craft to Quit is going to be closing. I'll leave it open during the challenge because some of you all will figure out by the time you're done with that challenge, oh, I want to be in Craft to Quit. I want the monthly challenges. I want the business help. I want the hands-on Photoshop, and I want the hands-on AI class. So I will have that Craft to Quit membership open, but it closes 1 week after the challenge. And then we're closing up our Crafts to Quit so we can get tight with what we got going on. Okay. And I appreciate you all asking these questions. All right. So here we go. Let's go live with this design here. So on the background, I'm going to drop in these yellow roses that we just got from our AI class. Oh, these already look gorgeous. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale it down because I'm looking at if this were, let's say, this is my funeral program, or this is a portrait that I want to do. I want to make sure I shrink this down enough to where I see the elements that I would want to see in that particular design. I'll make it a little bit bigger here. There we go. All right, and then from here, I'm going to go ahead and hit an enter to lock in my transformation. And this will help me understand how much more imagery I need to create. And don't worry, we will do this inside of the challenge together. We will hold hands and we'll do all of this creation because I'm going to show you all how we're going to use this to create the programs, backdrops, all of that good stuff. Okay. Now what I want to do is give myself a little more imagery out to the right and left. So instead of just pulling to one side, I'm going to hold down Control and Alt. And I'm going to pull it out to the side here. Now, if you're on a Mac, it's going to be Command and Option. And again, I'm going to hold down Control and Alt. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to do the top and bottom just yet. I'm going to go only generate the side piece. Okay. And the reason why is because when you're using generative AI to fill in this space in Photoshop, the more space that you try to fill up, the more it takes programming and thinking, and it will give you less detail and less quality if you try to do a whole bunch of space at one time. So I like to just do the sides first, and then if I see what I like here, and as a matter of fact, let me see my options here. I think I like option number 2 better because I like how the roses kind of come out a little bit. So I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to right click and go to merge down. All right, perfect. So now I want to make it a little bit taller, but also give it more imagery towards the bottom. So I'm going to click on my crop tool again, and this time I'm going to move the top and bottom independent because I didn't need that much imagery to the top, but I think I need a little bit more towards the bottom. Okay, and I'm going to hit generate. Let's see what we get. Y'all, I've been talking for 2 hours straight, so y'all forgive me if I'm over here gulping my water. Let's see which one I like better. That one, I like how it caps off at the bottom. I think I like this one best. Yeah, I like this one best. Okay, so I'm going to take this, right click, merge it down. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and do Control S to save. And then I'm going to come over here to my big project, and I'm going to see how it helps fill in that area. Almost done there. Beautiful. Do y'all see that? Do you all see that? Let me know in the chat if anything I'm doing tonight is helpful or has been helpful to you, or is just, just fun to watch. I don't know. Let me know something in the chat so that I can continue to bring you all whatever you need on these Freebie Friday classes. Let me know. Let me know what's helpful. Okay, so now I've built out this design here. That's my background. Then I have the foreground text. I showed you how I can change the text earlier. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change out this photo. Double click on it. And I'm going to see what AI image I have. So I can do a little variation here. So I'm going to go to our AI class number 55 that we did. And I'm going to see if I can find. Oh, look at the puppies. Oh, this is gorgeous. I love the piano playing. Let me see. I'm going to jump to one of these images. And then I'm going to show you, I like this one right here. I feel like it's gorgeous. It's clipping off the wings there. I do like this one. It has the beams of light. Oh, sometimes it's harder to actually decide on which ones to use. But I'm going to go with upscaling image number 1 here. And then I'm going to get out. Oh, the sleeping angel babies. Okay, so I got to get out of this server because I'm going to end up doing a whole lot of work. Oh, I think I'm going to do a baby. Why? It takes me longer to decide what images to use than to flip this design. I promise y'all that. So I think I upscaled number 1. I'm gonna go jump down here to the end. That is too gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. All right, so I'm not gonna upscale it creatively because this isn't a final project. This is more of an example project. So I'm just gonna open it in browser as is. So you'll learn when to upscale the images if you're officially gonna use them for a project. So I'm gonna just save that one. And this is AI class number 55. Oh, goodness. I'm going to get myself into some work tonight. And this has a daisy in it, so I'm going to think of that one. This is going to be too gorgeous. All right, so we've gotten our image from our server. And then I'm going to go ahead and just drop it here. So I can do file, place embedded, or I can drag and drop it from my folder. Now with this one, I'm going to drop it in as is. So I'm now replacing the image of my dad, and I'm putting this little beautiful soul here. Oh, so gorgeous. Okay. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and delete the layer mask from before. So I have this hard square around it. Now I'm going to show you how easy it is to fade off stuff in Photoshop. Y'all, if y'all want the Canva version of what I did for this memorial design, check out last Friday's class because I did a lot of these things in Canva, including showing you how to fade off, but it doesn't actually fade off like this does. Okay, I'm going to show you a 10-second fade off. Add a layer mask, grab my paintbrush. I'm going to resize my brush, and then I'm going to just lightly brush around here. So give myself a nice little fade off here. Look at that, y'all, and how easy that is. And y'all, Canva can't do this. It just cannot. It will. I showed y'all my hack for a fade off technique, but it does not do this. Okay. Now let's say I took off too much of the wings and I want to build my wings back. I'm going to disable that layer mask for a moment. Just drag it down there so I still have it. And then I'm going to tell my object selection tool. And then it's just going to be for this layer. I'm going to tell it I want everything with the wings, but just not that background there. And right now I have a lot going on, so it's thinking really hard. It's going to be the easiest way to do it is to show it this way here. So when I do the same thing, see how it's finding exactly my pieces that I want. So I'm going to grab this piece here, this piece here, and then I'm even going to grab the clouds down below because I think those are very important. And if there are pieces that it's not grabbing, then I'm just going to use my lasso tool to draw around those. And right now, the entire time I've been on my addition to my selection mode, and I still see a few little specks that it's not getting. So I'm just on my regular lasso mode. I got those. And then I'm going to go into my select and mask mode so I can kind of see like, hey, did it get my hair? Because I think that's important. So I'm going to hit refine hair there. Got my little curlies in there. Okay, I'm cool with that. Now I'm going to create a layer mask off of that. Beautiful. And then from here, I still want to fade this off. So I'm going to create a group from that, grab a layer mask and throw it on that group. So now the cutout image is inside of this group. And on this layer mask, I'm going to grab my paintbrush. And I'm going to fade off the bottom down here. I don't want to see any hard lines. I'm also going to fade off the sides here because in my bigger graphic, I don't want to see any hard lines. Beautiful. And if I want to preview what it's going to look like, I just make sure that I do File Save or Control S. So I'm saving it. Then when I come back here, it lets me know what it looks like, and see how I have my wings there. Now I can see my stairs, and I have my little bit of my extra clouds here. Beautiful. I'm going to close out of these now that I've seen my changes. And would y'all look at that? With some very simple edits, I have my beautiful background, my beautiful photo here, and then I could change my text. So I'm going to do deselect to get rid of those marching ants there. I'm going to right click where it says in love and memory. Just make sure I'm right clicking on the meat of the text. And instead of in loving memory, I'm going to double click here, and I'm going to put forever in our hearts. All right. And then here where it says Melvin, I'm going to double click here, and I'm going to put first name because I want people to know this is an example of what I can do for them. And then for the next text, I'm going to put last name. All right, and I really want to bring out the yellow here. So for my primary color, I'm going to pick a beautiful yellow, little golden yellow right there. I like that color. And then green would be my secondary color. So I'm going to pick that green as my secondary color. So I'm going to go into color number 1. I'm going to duplicate this and go to my swatches, pick out my yellow. Beautiful. See how the first name and Forever in Our Hearts turned to yellow? And also I get a little yellow in my clouds there. And then for color number 2, I'm going to put the green that was in the sunflowers, in the leaves of the sunflowers, or the roses. It's a different type of green there. All right, and now what I'm going to do for my clouds, I'm going to bring them up because I want it to look more like these clouds are kind of supporting these flowers here. So they have a little bit of a yellow tint to them. Let me see, what do I want more showing through of? I think I like the green there because it looks very subtle. Beautiful. And that's the design, y'all. It literally would have taken me less than 5 minutes if I wasn't just gushing over this gorgeous, beautiful image here and talking you all through all kind of extra stuff. So this is what I want you all to learn how to do. Now from this, I know we're running a little over time tonight because I'm only supposed to be teaching for an hour. So if it's okay, I'll give y'all extra 15 minutes if y'all can stick with me. If that's the case, go ahead and throw me a 100 in the chat. If you're learning something and you want to stick around a little bit longer, give me a 100 in the chat so I know that we're good. If y'all tired of me and y'all ready to tell me to wrap it up, Shannon, just give me my free files so I can go to sleep, then it's okay. Just give me a 1. Let me know, hey, Shannon, wrap it up. You got 1 minute. All right, so cool. I see we want to stick around a little bit longer. So what I want to show you how to do is how to take these same elements. So let's say some of you are here for event design. Some of you are here because you have a t-shirt business. I'm telling you that you can use this design concept. You can use this design template to do all of the above, including if you were doing, let's say you're doing web graphics or social media graphics, or maybe you're making a digital version of the program. Every last bit of those things can use what we're doing here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to back to File and Automate Generator Plugins and go ahead and turn on my image assets. What's going to happen is magically, well, we call it magic, but we know it's the hard work in the background. If I go to my 297 and I look for the yellow roses, And I'm going to view my large icons here. Remember before, none of these pieces existed? So now I have all of these individual elements ready to go. Now, what I like to do, I like to put them inside of the Automizer. So I am literally going to show you all how to put all of these into this beautiful Automizer. So that's why I was asking if y'all have a little time. I'm going to show you. And then while the Automizer is doing its Automizer work, which is all the hard work, then I can talk to you about the membership and any help that you may need if you want to join the membership. So meanwhile, that is my $295 Platinum. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and zip this up and lock it up. What that does is it ensures that this design stays one piece. So what I will do for you all, for your freebie files tonight, when I flip this design and flip all of these different products that are in here, then I will be giving you for free my entire flip design. I will give you all the printables that comes out of it. I believe it's at least 30 different products. So if you want to make a sample pillow, or you want to make a sample gift box, or you want to make a sample t-shirt, any of the products that are in here, you'll have the printable files to do that. But you'll also have the mockup files, and you will have this great mega mockup that I've designed here, but we'll flip it to the baby memorial design, okay? So if you do the annual version of either the gold or craft to quit, I will give you the Automizer tonight for free. If you're doing the monthly version, then you can purchase the Automizer. The Automizer by itself is an $800 file, and you'll see why in just a second. So I really made just a deal that you just can't refuse for this annual membership. And then for those of you all who work with me through the sample Automizer that we're going to do in the challenge, then I will have a special offer for the Automizer for you all. All right, so while that's zipping up, I'm just going to check and make sure all of my elements are good, from the clouds to the background. It even did my date here. This is the foreground. So the foreground doesn't have the background already in it. The reason why I do my foreground separate from my background, y'all are going to understand when I tell you this. I can use this foreground now for my funeral programs, for a banner, for a backdrop, and then I can make sure that my background is separated. So if it's going to be a tall design or a wide design, I have these pieces to make this particular project work either way. All right. So let me make sure I'm finished zipping over here. And then let me also make sure my whole PNG folder is clear. So you'll see last week, we got all of these files. This is what the Automizer produces. It's going to produce the mock-ups for the grave blanket. Everything y'all told me tonight, almost everything y'all told me tonight, I have it here. I do have a few things I want to add, but you'll see the buttons. The buttons are popular for memorial. These are the casket inserts. So it will automatically design these casket inserts. I also find that doing things like cufflinks and pocket squares and the men's ties. Let me move this out of the way. These are popular. Keychains would be very popular as well. Pillows are a very popular product for memorial because they're comforting, but then they also offer a beautiful way to display your design. And then, of course, there's not necessarily a used to do invitation, so that's why we're going to do the programs, but you could do a digital invitation, which is how everyone knows where to show up for the services and for the repass. If you did a digital version, then that is another way you can show people like, hey, This is where you want to go for these services, but I also have these products if you want to purchase those products. You can have them on a landing page. All right. I think we're done zipping now. Okay, and we are. All right, beautiful. So now the only thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to my elements here, and I'm going to simply change out. I'm going to turn on my auto select. First, I have to start with my colors here. So color number 1. I'm just going to kind of keep this off to the side. Color number 1. Oh, I know what I did. I changed my color number 1 to the green, but it's fine. Color number 1 is green. I'm going to delete the color underneath. Go to color number 2, double click on that one. And you'll see why the Automizer is what it is, because it allows you to make all of these different changes with very minimal effort. So color number 2, I'm changing that out. I usually leave color number 3 and 4 as black and white. For the foreground image, check this out. We have a foreground image. So all I have to do is drag and drop that. And this one, I want to raise that up just a little bit, just in case I decide to put the dates on that one later. All right, and then the background here, we're changing it from the lake design that we had before. And now we have the beautiful yellow roses design. And like I said, y'all don't be afraid of this. We're going to do this in the challenge together. Like literally, you will be sharing your screen. You will not even be looking at my screen. You will be sharing your screen, and I will be helping you do all of this all the way through. All right, and the background is going to take the longest to update because that's the biggest version of the file. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and change out my photo here. And just double click on the thumbnail. And we have our gorgeous photo that we're going to change there. There we go. I'm moving a little too fast. Slow down, Shannon. I'm dragging and dropping it onto the artboard here. I'm going to pull it up, delete the layer underneath. And I know a lot of us are Canva lovers, but one thing that I'm about, the reason why I started developing templates in the first place, is to help you all be efficient and effective designers. You will literally look like you have my 25 years of design and Photoshop experience, even if it's your very first class. Now, I also put that love and attention into my Canva files as well. However, there are going to be some limitations. You can take your Canva designs and put the output into this Automizer and also mock up all of these different products just as easy as I'm dragging in these elements here. You can drag in your Canva elements. So even if you just use Photoshop to use the Automizer, it's definitely a game changer. All right, I'm putting the last name here. Beautiful, beautiful. Loving the gold with the green. And then here for the sunrise, sunset. Uh-oh, I did something. Let me go back for a second. I was dragging something I didn't even know. I'm going to turn the sunrise, sunset off for this one because I'm not going to use it. So I just turn it off. And then if I want to check the design, I'm going to go ahead and go to my 13 by 19 shirt design here. And all I'm going to do is right click and update all modified content. And now that's my brand new design. And if I want to, I can take my background now. Let's say it's a little dark down there at the bottom. I want to see more of the stairs. I can adjust my background just like that. Now I have the front. And then for the back, usually when I get memorial requests, if they even want a back design, I usually end up doing something like a poem or something that has significance. Sometimes I even put wings on the back of the shirt and it'll say something like, my guardian angel, is my uncle, or, whatever specific phrase that they want. And then it'll actually have like wings on the back of the shirt. So this is the easiest way to go. Just show them an example of a poem, show them the example with the image that you already have locked in, your background image, and it's simple. So the most that they want to do, if they don't like this particular poem, they may change the poem. That's it. So you're just giving them that idea. All right, so those are all of the things that I'm going to change inside of this Automizer. I'm not even really changing anything with the patterns, the prints, because I have patterns and prints. Y'all, if I wanted to go crazy with it, I would do some patterns with the florals. I would do some patterns with the plaid here. And then that way, that also helps me. If you see, I use those plaids and those patterns and things as well in some of my cube designs and my standees and that sort of thing as well. You might also use it in your program design and other things. So I'm just giving you some ideas on if you did want to change those out. All right, so we're going to keep it simple because, like I said, my whole point is to show you how you can simply flip this template and make all of these different products. All right, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and save what I'm working on. I'm going to go ahead and close out of this file because we got everything that we needed out of here. I don't think I need the clouds or anything here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close out. And then while this is packing, which is what it's going to start doing in just a moment, then I can go ahead and go over any membership questions that you all have. So this is going to start packaging my file. What that means is everything that I have referenced in these different products, but let's say, for instance, I have my foreground and background. It's going to change out the foreground and background on all of those products simultaneously. But I'm going to literally be talking to you all, waving my hands in the air, and Photoshop and the Automizer are going to do all the work for me. All right. Oh yeah, Latoya, I see you said the rags. Let me put that on my list because I do have the spirit towels on there, but the square towels I need to put inside of the Automizer because those are very inexpensive to make, but you can easily sell those for anywhere. I would say $10 if you're doing like individual. If you're including them with something, then you can say, hey, I can add the towel for $5 because literally you're paying less than $1 per towel, and less than probably 50 cents for the print. Oh, look, y'all giving me all kind of extra ideas here. So you said the car window cover. And then umbrellas, yes. And then the umbrellas are absolutely a drop ship item, and I can tell you where I would have those done. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and make me a little folder. This one's going to be $2.95 Yellow Roses Memorial Baby. And then what I'll do is I will give you all these files that I make tonight. I'm going to give them to you in your freebie folder. As long as you commented the word Friday on the Facebook post or Instagram post, then it's going to give you the link where you can download all of these files. Okay, so now while this is doing all the work, I like to check. Y'all know I like to check up on my work and see it happening. I like to do a little sneak peek. So I'm going to go ahead and go into my folder, see what it's making. And I already see it's making some magic. It already made my backdrop, my floor wrap. Okay, so it's cooking. So while this is cooking and while this is doing all the work and my fingers are all in there, y'all know when I'm y'all know when I'm not clicking, when my fingers are in the screen and I'm talking to y'all with my hands, that's how you know the Automizer is working. All right, so the air fresheners, yep, I got those, Georgia Beauty. I got them. And they're actually already in the Automizer. I just need to pull them into the Memorial Automizer. So this is helping me out a lot. And I don't have a mock-up for the, so let me tell you what happens with mock-ups for things that I have drop shipped. Most of the time for those, like the all over type printed products, I will get the mock-up from that external site. So if I have time, I will talk to y'all about that during the challenge, because that's how I would do with the umbrella. I do have a mock-up for the blanket because that's pretty flat. But like when I do luggage covers, I do the luggage cover mock-ups from the site that I'm going to order third party, because their mock-ups are going to be more representative of how that prints, if that makes sense. Okay, Miss Eddie. So I have the pins in there. As a matter of fact, the pen is right there next to the journal. Now, if y'all have different types of pens that y'all do print on, let me know. Blankets are on there. So I have both blankets on here. I have this throw, which is very popular for the funeral homes. They love these throws. So I have the throw, and then I have a blanket. It's just hidden. It's the eyeball is turned off of the blanket because I only show one or the other. But yes, we have the blanket as well. All right. Okay, so let me check for those of you all who want to join the challenge. I want to offer you all something. My challenge is normally $197 for the 5 days with me. I want to work out a deal with you. If you are not a member, I'm going to challenge you this. If you sign up for Craft to Quit for the year membership, and I'm just saying for those of you who are able to do that and who want to do that tonight, let me go over what my deal is going to be. So the challenge, we are literally going to meet every day next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. We're going to meet for 2 hours each of those days. Normally my classes are only 1 hour, but we're going to meet for 2 hours each of those days, because the challenge is when I get to draw the most potential out of you and help you out the most. So it gives you this big boost that you can carry on for the month. Okay. So I want you all to be Craft to Quit, at least for this month. Give me a chance to train you all every single week live with Photoshop and live with AI. And I am going to give you the challenge for free. If you join Craft to Quit for just this 30 days, I'm going to make something up right now. Hold on, give me a second to make it up, because I did not have this idea before. And I probably know why I didn't have this idea before, because every time I go live, I offer some extra stuff that I'm going to get in trouble for offering. But it's okay. I'm going to I'm going to make you all an offer you absolutely cannot refuse. Now, if you do the $797, I think I showed you all this before. Let me go through here. Okay. So if you do the $797, this one is going to give you the full Automizer. This one is going to give you monthly membership to the Craft to Quit program, which includes the challenges. So the challenges are $197 a piece. This is going to include Craft to Quit plus the challenges plus the Automizer. That is the absolute best deal. But if you can only invest in something that is less than $100 tonight, what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to open up the Craft to Quit OG $97 price only for tonight. If you join that, then you will have the opportunity to get in the challenge and have Craft to Quit for 30 days, because you'll have that full 30 days to figure out whether you like Craft to Quit, whether you think the things that I'm teaching in these live classes are worth it, whether you feel like you're going to have the success that I know that you're going to have if you have live help. For $97, 30 days, 8 Photoshop templates, you'll end up with 4 AI classes, and you'll have a full 5-day challenge for just $97. Right? Give me a second. Because while I'm waving my hands, I guarantee you I'm not clicking. I'm going to go ahead and activate that $97. Just right now I have the $197 turned on. Where is it? It's so far back because I don't offer this anymore. There's the $197. Where is the platinum? Did I erase it? Okay. It's just way far back. So I'm going to turn on the OG membership. Let me save these changes and let me refresh here. So if you go to the membership option and you say, well, Shannon, I don't have $497 right now. I don't have $797 right now. $497, that does not buy you the challenges, because the challenges only come for free with the Craft to Quit program. However, you can always buy the challenge separate. I'm going to give y'all an option right now tonight. If you want to buy the challenge, I will offer you to buy the challenge by itself for $97 instead of $197. You can buy the challenge of 5 days with me for $97. Or for the same price, you can join Craft to Quit for a full 30 days for $97, and you will lock in that rate. But you have to join tonight to lock in that rate. And to get this deal for $97, you'll get the Craft to Quit program for the entire month, plus you'll get the challenge that comes with it. All right, that's my deal. For those who want something that's under $100, for those of you who have the ability, the best, absolute best deal that is on here tonight is the $797, because you will get a full year of membership with the Craft to Quit program. Plus, unlock the Automizer, which does not come with the Craft to Quit program. You have to purchase that separately. Plus, you'll get the split template. If you've never seen the split template before, it will take any big image and chop it down into small sheets for you to print. And that will all be yours for just $797. Plus, I forgot, the big deal is I unlocked $10,000 worth of classes for $797. So you get the year of upcoming classes. Plus, I will unlock all 200 Photoshop classes and all 55 AI classes that we already did. I don't know anyone else who has a value like this, a true value like this. I'm not talking about like, hey, something may be worth $10,000. Like, people have actually paid thousands of dollars for these files. And I am going to allow you to have access to them. If you do this one-time annual fee for this year, you'll be set up to do anything you need to do, from memorial to birthdays to weddings to what else are we doing? Sports designs are really, really popular. Graduation galore. Okay. So if you ask me what my two biggest deals are, it's this $7.97 and this $97 right now. There's some other deals on here too, but I can't get too much into them unless y'all ask me questions. I can tell you about them. Okay. Now, does anyone have any questions for me right now that I can answer inside the chat? Let me just check on my Automizer, make sure it's working. Okay, I'm gonna check on my files here, make sure we're still, okay, we're producing. All right, I see this thing automatically making my files. Cool, cool. So I can come on back over here and talk to y'all. Let me go ahead and close out of some of this stuff. There we go. All right, I think I'm good now. I think I didn't close out enough windows. So, Demetrius, I just went ahead. I was going to only send you all that in the email. I just went ahead and blabbed it out live. So that was what I was going to put in the email, because I didn't want to tell everybody that I was going to unleash the OG craft to quit price. So you can make a decision right now. I would say the best deals from that I feel that you would get the most from is either the $7.97 annual. That is the top tier deal of the century type of deal. You can ask anybody that's here, even in craft to quit. Okay. So Anita, if you're trying to figure out the $7.97, then what I'm going to do, message me on Facebook right now. Let me open up my app. And I can cancel your membership so that you can sign up for the $7.97, okay? And yes, the $7.97 one comes with the Automizer, the full latest and greatest Automizer. And I'm going to also give you access, because you're supposed to pay for each different Automizer. I'm going to give you the Memorial Automizer that we do after this particular week. We're going to have a brand new Automizer that's going to be for Memorial with additional Memorial products. I'm going to give you that one too. Like I said, this 2025, I'm setting you up for all the success. So the information is on me, but the implementation, the execution is on you. So education's on me, execution is on you. All right, we're going to see if y'all hold up to your end of the bargain, because I'm going to be here weekly helping you, pushing you, hopefully inspiring you, hopefully you inspiring me. And we're going to stay in this thing. The only reason why I've been here every single week is because literally you all keep me disciplined and you keep me consistent. So I aim to do the same thing for you all. Keep you disciplined and consistent. All right, Miss Sadie, you looking to split the big images? So yes, I have a template that's just for that. So let's see. If I go to the word split here, this is probably what you're looking for. This is a $100 template itself, but I'm going to give it to you if you get the annual package. You'll actually get this for free, and it will take a 13-inch printer, an 8.5-inch printer, or a 24-inch printer. And the whole idea is that it splits the image up in Photoshop, and then you can print it on your desktop printer. Yep. So Shanon, there are new Automizer videos with every Automizer we release, because I give you all my tips on how I would organize it, how I create multiple files, all of that good stuff. Does the gold for 77 come with the... Yes, if you do gold, any class, including the Canva membership, comes with the Canva classes. Okay, so I'm going to give everybody the Canva classes because I just know that the Photoshop is going to be superior. But if you still feel more confident with the Canva, I'm going to give you the Canva files. All right. But let me show you all. Let me go back here. And I'm going to show all of the Photoshop files that you'll unlock with the annual plan. And then also all the AI classes. There are 50 AI classes. Actually, I lied. It's not often that I lie. But there are 55 AI classes that you're going to unlock for free if you go ahead and join the annual plan tonight. And these classes are normally $40 a piece because it's not just a class, y'all. I've seen other people's AI classes, and other people's AI classes, like, they give you a prompt book and a Zoom video, and that's it. So what we have a literal server with thousands of images on it. I can go in here right now and I can pick any of these images. This one has about 5,000 images in it right now. 5,000 images just for this one class. So imagine I have 55 of these classes. I don't want to do the math, y'all, but let's do the math. If I have at least, let's just go lowball. Let's say 4,000 images in each class, and I have 55 classes. That's 220,000 images that you have access to. Do you know how long it would take you to make all that in AI? Just going to show you that literally this is what we do every single week. And all I'm asking you is to give me just 30 days with me for $97. If you come to every live class and you feel like your $97, you didn't get your $97 worth, and you came to every live class, not only will I give you your money back, I will give you 10 times your money back. If you were looking for a quick investment, come to every live class. Listen to what I'm saying now, because I've never said this out loud before, but this is how confident I am and how much we do and how well we do what we do in this academy. If you spend that $97 for this 1 month, you come to the challenge every day live, you come to the Tuesday classes every day, you come on every day, every week. Come to the Tuesday AI classes every week. Come to the Wednesday Photoshop class every week. Come to the Friday coaching call class every week for 30 days. If you feel like you didn't get $97 worth, I will give you $970. That's how confident I am that you will get way more than the value of $97 by showing up and coming to these live classes. Okay. Just be consistent for yourself. And if you show up and I don't show up, so let's say you show up and you say, Shannon, I was here for all these classes. I was here for Tuesday AI. I was here for Wednesday Photoshop, and I was here for Friday. And you really didn't teach me nothing. I don't even like what we were doing. Like, I don't think none of this stuff was relevant. I definitely want my money back. Email me that statement and I will gladly give you $970. If I look back in, because we keep tabs on who all's going to the live classes, and I check my tabs and I see you were in those live classes, you participated, but I didn't do my part, you got it. I will 10x your investment just like that. Now, don't ever think you finna come into the academy no more, because you're out of there, buddy. But I'm that confident I will not have to deal with that type of issue. Just letting y'all know. Okay. The live classes are 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the replays are available within 24 hours. So if we have a replay, Normally, customer happiness will upload those by the next day within 24 hours. Okay. So you'll always have access to the classes, even if you miss the live class. All right. I'm just kind of thumbing through some of these because I feel like we're going to be needing some of these soon. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Valentine's is coming back up again. Oh, look at Harry Potter-ish. Yeah, we're going to start using some of these images again, some of our mock-ups. Mm-hmm. Some of our Valentine chibi characters. Oh, yeah. We're definitely... Y'all have resources galore. Look, I'm over here talking. Let me see. A Photoshop. Is Photoshop done? Looks like it's done. All right, so let me check on this. I was running my mouth. Go ahead and check here. Yep. So y'all remember before we had the fishing image. Now let's click on this and see what we have going on. Oh, all right. Look at that, y'all. And I did not have to go into Canva and design each product and then mock it up. So let me show y'all something. These are the mock-ups. Oh, I'm going to turn them into PNGs for y'all for tonight. And for this one, let's say for my tie here. So this is what I would do. I would go into it. This is my mock-up. And this is my printable file. It's all in one package. So because it's cutting off this beautiful face, I'm going to move it over so I capture more of that. I can also shrink it down a little bit too, so I get more of that in my view. And like I said, whether you're doing event design, product design, digital design, this is going to help you tremendously. And you know what? I'm also thinking that I want to see a little bit more of my yellow roses here. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit here. And take this background area and I'm going to duplicate it. And I want to see more of those roses right here. And then I'll take this one here, add a little layer mask on it. All right, it already had a layer mask on it. I just didn't know. And then I'm just going to fade off here. And fade off down there. Let me save my changes before I get out of my mock-up and see if my tie is going to update. I want to see a little bit more yellow in here. Beautiful there. And I need to see a little bit more of my roses here. There we go. And I want to see a little bit more of my beautiful baby there. Now I'm going to save and watch my mock-up change, see if it looks how I want it to look. So this is what I do. I just tweak a little bit before I send it to the customer because I want to make sure it shows what I want it to show. That looks good to me now. If I wanted to put the name or anything like that, I have all of those elements saved, so I could put it on there. I'm just kind of keeping it simple and just visually appealing here. So let's see if anything else is out of place. Okay, so for my little one here, first name, last name is over my little one's face. So I'm just going to go into, this is the yard sign. So yard signs would be good for having like at the memorial site, maybe having balloons float there so people know where to go, like right in front of the turns that they may make, or even in the churchyard and that sort of thing. You can have these yard signs. Um, and I think the best place to give you ideas would be the funeral homes, because they would absolutely tell you what products are popular. That's beautiful right there. And then for the first name, because my baby is laying down and not standing straight up, so usually the face is a lot higher than this, I'm just going to decrease the size of the first name so it won't be competing with my beautiful baby picture there. Beautiful. And then for this one, I do have the text arched, but I can also use the version of the text that's not arched here. And so I want to keep that one arched. Looks good. Oh, this looks so gorgeous. And these are at least 100 products here in the Automizer vault, which is what you'll be getting, is the vault. So it has 100 products. This particular one, I believe, has about 30, maybe about 30 or so products in here. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. This is usually some type of image that they'll put next to the casket. It's a portrait the family gets to take home. So yes, you could do that design, but you could also do that as a digital moving image, an animated image, and that would be a really nice upgrade. And let's see here. I want yellow to be my primary color for this scarf. So if I want to do that, I could click on my scarf here, go to my mockup there, and where the green image is, I can make the yellow. Yep, I think I like that better. I like the green contrast here. So I think that's beautiful, and I'm going to update that and save it. Beautiful. And this is what I'm going to work with you all on Thursday. On Thursday, we're going to do some Automizer work together. I'm going to give you a mini Automizer. It's only going to have 4 products in it so that you can get comfortable with it. And then as you're comfortable with it, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I need that full vault Automizer. I need that in my life. All over shirt looks great. Oh, this dress looks beautiful. Love it. Our casket insert looks good. Our slate looks good. Yep. Grave blanket looks good. And then you can add either additional pictures or additional like poem, anything down there. This came out amazing. That's the throw blanket. Like I said, I have some other products that are not showing in here, but I do have like a regular fleece blanket and some other items that are not in this particular setup. But the ribbon, let's check out the ribbon. That's usually one I do have to check on. So this one says forever in our hearts, first name, last name. I might have to double click on this one. That last name was a little long and it was almost getting cut off. So I'm going to make that a little bit smaller here. And then for forever in our hearts, I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. Maybe even stretch it out a little bit. Save that. Let's take a look at it now. Okay, now my last name is not cut off. Forever in our hearts looks good. First name, last name. You see how everything even gives the texture of the ribbon there? You cannot do that in Canva, y'all. You cannot do all of it. Well, you can, but you have to do it manually and you have to do it every single time. And you have to use a special app to warp things. And I've shown y'all that too on another class. I've shown you how you can warp and make the cube mock-ups inside of Canva and all. All right. But Photoshop is where you're going to be able to do this every single time with ease, especially with the Automizer, because I've literally put all of the manual work that I used to do to create these designs. I've figured out how to make an automated system for you all. Look, these fans are a big, big part of the memorial products. Dog tags as well. People can even use dog tags as keychains. Speaking of keychains, we have a keychain there. I'm just checking all my products. The cufflinks look good there. I really like the scarf. And this is also something that you can offer too, because people usually have like a cloth covering their skirts and things, and especially in the front pews at church. You have your treats here. This looks so gorgeous. I wasn't even going to design anything like this tonight, y'all. I was just going to show y'all a flip like that we already did. But this was so much fun doing this tonight with you all. If y'all want to see me do something like this again, another Friday, perhaps next Friday, drop a 100 in the chat. Let me know, is this helpful? Because I don't want to bore you all. A lot of you are meeting me for the first time and you're like, girl, I don't know about you. If that's how you feel, let me know. Let me know. Is this helpful? Is this something that you're learning from? Is this something that you could use if I give you these PNGs of all of these different products? Now, I didn't create my PNGs yet because I wanted to go through each item and kind of take a look, make sure everything has good placement. Y'all, that's the book that I was talking about with the pen. That's beautiful. The book and the pen could be something that you offer for the funeral services. The socks are gorgeous. Okay, I think I'm done doing my little micro edits. Now, these are big, large format designs that that I also do with the same elements. Okay, so I'm not showing y'all that tonight because we're done with this part, but I will show y'all that later. Possibly next class we'll do some more of the event, a large format graphics, because we are doing cubes inside of the challenge. So I'll probably do a demo where I show you all the arches and then also backdrops and all that good stuff too. All right, so I'm going to save what I worked on here because that was very important, all of these last edits that we did. And then I'm going to make sure that this entire Memorial Platinum, I'm going to quick export as PNG, and I'm going to make a folder with all of these images in it for you all. Let me go to my hold PNG, which is in my Automizer All folder. And I'm going to make a new folder. And this is going to be my 295. Oops. 295. Yellow. Rose. Baby. I'm going to go ahead and save this Memorial Platinum version for you. Go ahead and save this Facebook banner for you. If you don't do anything else, y'all, I'm telling you, just change out your Facebook banner and put this as your Facebook banner. And people are going to ask you, oh, wow, I didn't know you could do that. Can you do that for me? Listen, I'm not joking when I say that the more you show people examples, they may not even comment on your stuff. That's how they do. Sometimes, y'all, that's just what it is. But as soon as they need your services, they know exactly who to turn to because you've been consistent with showing up, even if they haven't been consistently liking your post or acknowledging that you exist. Trust and believe as soon as they need some work done, they are either referring you or calling you themselves. That's gorgeous. All right, so now I have my little Facebook banner version of this. Let me see what that looks like. Beautiful, beautiful. Bring that down. I just wanted to pop out a little bit so people get the idea. Everything looks good. So now I'm going to give you all this Facebook. Let me know, will this Facebook banner help you? If so, put banner in the chat. Let me know. If this stuff isn't helping you all, then every Friday that I'm literally creating these free assets for you, if they're not helpful and or you don't use them, then maybe I'm not given the right things, or maybe you're not using the right things. Okay. All right. So y'all want the banner? Cool. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you how to change the banner. Go ahead and do that. Go to your Facebook page. All right. And make sure that you go to our Facebook page and you comment the word Friday underneath this post. If you comment the word Friday, then it'll send you all the files that I am creating for you all right now. But if I just go up here to the top, let me go to my personal one. I almost never go to my personal one. Edit, cover photo, upload a photo. You could do this with these free files I'm giving you. Oops, on my whole PNG. There's your Facebook banner. Boom. Save the changes. What happens when you do that? It'll alert everyone that you have changed your banner image and people will see it. You could even brand it. Take it into Photoshop, take it into Canva even, and put your website on there. Use my stuff until somebody asks you to order. And then maybe you come to me and say, all right, Shannon, well, they didn't ask me for this stuff. Now I need you to teach me how to make it. And I got you. Okay? Just put it out there. Please. I'm giving you the resources to put out there. Okay? And then let me know whenever you need help making that money. Just go ahead and spend a little bit with me, and I'm going to show you how to make a lot with that little investment, okay? All right, so I'm going to give y'all that banner. Now, let me see. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to make y'all some PNGs of every last one of these products. Now, unless I see we got 100 people on this live, unless I see 50 word products. So put the word products in the chat. If I don't see 50 products, I'm not giving y'all all these products. Do y'all know that it takes up a lot of my server space when I save these every single Friday for y'all, and y'all don't even know that y'all want them and need them? So put products in the chat if you want me to send you the PNG versions of each and every one of these products, plus the printable files. And then I can see what we're working with. Okay, so right now, I'm getting them ready for y'all, but I don't know if y'all gonna get them. I don't know if y'all gonna get them. All right, let me see what pops up in my folder. Let me see what's working. All right, y'all see these things automatically making? Do y'all see them? Y'all see these things automatically making for y'all? Well, it might be for y'all. I don't know. I only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 20. I only see 26 products. I need about 24 more. Y'all come on. All right, y'all see that the Automizer is making each of these, is making each of the printable elements, and then it's going to make all of the mock-ups. And like I said, I think I have at least 30 different products on here, so it's going to give you 30 product images, mock-ups. It's going to give you 30 printable images too. So if you just wanted to print some examples or show yourself pressing some of these examples and putting that out as content, you can take a $3 shirt and press one of these images on a $3 shirt and run that as an ad in your local area. Run that as an ad for your online business. Okay. And even if you never had these design skills and all you had was a t-shirt and a printer, or you paid someone else for their DTF prints, whatever you have to do, I'm giving you resources to show up and show out. This is not no Rudy Poo behind design. Okay. These are professional level design skills that you will have in your pocket simply by being in the building. Okay. So I'm going to let this finish. You see how it's creating these mock-ups now? It's doing your balloon garland mock-up. It's doing, look, these are the, if y'all type products, these are the products I'm giving you. There's the fleece. Remember I told you I had a fleece blanket? There's the button pin. Miss Sadie, you counting for me? I have over 50 now? Okay. I got you. Okay. All right. So what I am going to do is to see how the Automizer is automatically making all of these different products for me. Now you will also have these products to put in your Shopify store. You will have these products to put onto your Instagram, your Facebook, your TikTok, your email marketing if you've been emailing anybody. These images, and they're generic enough to where this isn't somebody's family member. This is an AI generated image. That's why I like to do the AI generated images. So I don't feel bad about promoting my services with somebody's loved one on them. Okay. So look, it's making all this stuff for y'all. It's doing it because I'm not doing it. Y'all, if y'all remember the old way to design, we had to design each product. Then we had to save first we had to design the template, which would be the printable. Then we had to take the printable, flatten it, and then put it into the mock-up. And then we had to save the mock-up. Okay, that was the old process. Now the Automizer literally says, hey, you want that dress mocked up? You want that fan mocked up? Oh, you want the casket headliner insert mocked up? Cool, I got you. Not only am I going to take all of these elements that you took 5 minutes to design a t-shirt, I'm going to take those 5-minute elements and I'm going to save you about 5 hours of time mocking up all these different products. That's the idea. Okay. Now, even if they want things that are not on this artboard here, so let's say they want anything that's not on here, they at least get the idea out of these 30 products that you probably can make anything that you wanted to make off of this imagery. Okay. I'm just putting you on game because this is what I wish I had invented this when I had my brick and mortar. I used to hand turn every single design, hand turn every single mock-up, hand turn every single product that I needed to put onto my online store. But now, because I realized you all needed help, and I took for granted that I could design really fast. Yes, I can design really fast, but I could never design as fast as this Automizer is designing right now. So you all helped me create a solution that even I would not have made for myself, because I saw you all struggling and I know what that feels like. And I don't want you to have to take 20 years in designing to understand that, oh, okay, I can automate this process. So this is why I literally love to hear your problems, because you all help me come in as a problem solver and an innovator, and we come up with magic together. Thurston Hearts, I thank God for the Automizer. Listen, when I tell y'all this is nothing but God in this community, because I have dreams about this stuff. Y'all, I have dreams about this stuff. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh, that's the way. And then the Automizer is born. That's also how the Buddy was born to do all of her shirts. That is also how the split template was born, literally from my visions and dreams. And mostly because I get really nervous trying to teach y'all complex concepts that I think will make you want to quit. So between that and my relentless, really obsessing over your problems, I literally obsess over your problems. Yes, I do. Because that keeps me creating solutions for you all. It keeps me being a genie in your life, and I love it. Okay, so we got through all the mock-ups now. So y'all have all those products. Now, I need y'all to tell me, because you may only want the products, who wants the printables? If you want the printables, put print in the chat. Put print in the chat. So this right here comes in as a 1.5 by 2.5 dog tag, the exact size that you need to print for a dog tag. This right here is the button, the 2.5-inch button. It comes in as the 2.5-inch size. So if you want to make a sample button today, you can. If you want to make the foldable fan with the pouch, it automatically made your printable file. So type print, and I need to see 50 prints if you want to see these prints in your freebie folder. All right, so this is the journal, the front and back to the journal here. You can print you out a journal tonight. Maybe, as a matter of fact, I was making some samples of stuff and I was like, I don't even have a design. And I was like, yes, I do. I have thousands of designs because I have a template I can flip real quick. So that's how I was able to make my granny her Christmas present this Christmas, because of templates. Chip bag. If you've never made a chip bag before and you're like, you know what, I've actually never made a chip bag. I don't even know if I want to design these things. Let me just print one out. You can print out this 8.5 by 11 sheet right now and go assemble you a print. Okay. Assemble you a chip bag. See what it feels like. See what it looks like. See if you want to offer this product. It's a printable that comes right from the Automizer. Your 13 by 19 shirt, if you're ready to make a sample print right now, you could sample print and walk around with this stuff. You could sample print and go drop those samples off at the funeral home, y'all. This is what I'm going to be teaching y'all in the challenge. That's why you got to be in the challenge. We're going to spend some time together this next week. All right, we're starting on Monday. And we're going to go the whole week through. I don't care that it's New Year's, because New Year, new me is only going to come with the dedication and the consistency that even a holiday is not going to stop me from getting it in. Okay. So y'all, let me see. Do we have enough prints? Let's see. Okay. Oh, I think we have 50 prints. Okay. I can give y'all the prints now. Like I said, this right here is a 36 by 36. You can throw it into the split template to split it up if you want to make you a scarf. Usually these scarves are 35 inches wide, or you can, if you have a large format printer, print this on a large format printer. You got your banner that's ready to go. I would send this to a third party to print unless you happen to have a banner printer or a printer that prints vinyl banners and that sort of thing. Large format solvent. Even a water-based printer, if you have the right materials for that, could work. I just would not use a water-based printer for outdoor stuff. If you're selling grave blankets and you have an aqueous printer, or you're selling grave blankets and you're getting those prints from Walgreens or CVS, please don't do that. Please don't do that. They are usually using an aqueous solution that is water-based, and they don't hold up nearly as well as your solvent-based, your latex-based, and your UV-based printers that the big boy printers use. So y'all don't know this, but CVS and Walgreens, they're just using basic photo printers that are usually water-based printers. You can get those printers for less than $5,000. That's what they're selling you. They're selling you prints that you can get a printer yourself for less than $5,000. I'm just saying. I know this because I've been in the print industry for a long time. But they are not truly outdoor banners. They will work outdoors. They will stay outdoors for a little while, but they don't have the UV resistance, meaning they will fade in less than half of the time that a solvent banner will fade. And y'all can tell me this, if you've printed banners from there, they've been out in the sunlight and they don't have any shade over them. Tell me if those banners are still looking like they were looking a year ago. TMP telling me right now, they stuff don't last outside. Look, here's the thing, and I'm going to tell you where it matters. If it's a one-time event and they're going to tear it down, throw it in the trash anyway, that's one thing. But if you're creating something, I told y'all my whole goal is to get y'all to go pro from home. As a matter of fact, I'm going pro from home. I'm going to tell y'all in a little bit, I'm shutting down my shop. I'm going to be selling some equipment. I'm going to be downsizing. I'm going to start working from home because I don't believe in the overhead of a shop. I don't. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of traveling to it. I'm just tired of it. I know I can make the same amount of money, if not more, from home by not commuting and not having the overhead costs. I'm going to show y'all. I'm basically going to show you better than I can tell you. Go pro from home. But in order to go pro from home, you have to understand what professional results look like. Okay. What professional products look like, what the standards are in the industry, so that you don't sell somebody a grave blanket that came from Walgreens and that stuff doesn't last but maybe 3 to 6 months in this Florida sun. And then you go tarnishing your reputation because you didn't know what type of product and what type of producer to use for a product that's going to give you lasting results. Okay. Listen, matter of fact, I don't know if anybody's in the Jacksonville area that may want to actually buy. My landlord is going to be selling because basically with me not there, he's like, all right, well, I'm just going to sell the commercial spot. So he's going to be selling the commercial spot. So if anybody wants to buy the commercial spot, I have a 64 by 48-inch heat press in there already wired in. That's about probably $7,000-8,000 worth of setup. I have some other equipment that I would throw in there with that situation. Just inbox me if you're interested. It's in Jacksonville, Florida, North Jacksonville. Okay. Inbox me if you're interested, and I'll let you know when we can set up a time if you need to come by, look at it. And basically, you have to call the landlord, make sure that you qualify, or the owner, because I don't think he's going to rent it again. I think he wants to go ahead and sell it. But y'all, I upgraded that thing. That's why he's ready to sell it. I put all new floors in there, painted in there, all of that good stuff. But I need my personal time back. I need my family time back. So I'm going to go pro from home. And y'all are welcome to do that with me. And I'm not shooting on having a brick and mortar. I've had a brick and mortar in my life, 5 years ago? For 5 years. I got this brick and mortar just to be able to host physical workshops. And y'all, I have to tell you, I do more digitally than I do with a workspace. Okay. So, and anything that I want to do in this workspace, I can do from home. I get mad when I have to go to the shop. I can do it from home. I have enough of printing equipment, presses. I drop ship the majority of stuff. I don't even like to touch a lot of my product. I drop ship it. I focus on doing my digital design and getting my clients. That's my focus. But that's why I teach y'all also in Craft to Quit. I'll tell y'all a little bit more about when we're going to meet again. We'll meet again on Tuesday. We have AI class. I might do a little weekend check-in. We'll see if I feel like it. And I may actually walk y'all around the shop and show you some stuff. Listen, Party City is closing down. You got all kind of stores that are closing down. And I'm telling you, I've been telling y'all this. Don't get a brick and mortar. The only reason why I got it was for y'all to have hands-on classes, but you don't even need it because y'all are literally learning from me digitally. You don't need to come to the physical classes, except when I have a hands-on experience. I'm telling y'all this, like the one that we're doing in March, where you're getting hands-on florals, hands-on making the large format products. You want to get your hands on that kind of stuff. That's what I'm reserving for my live classes. Sublimating a t-shirt, look, we can do that digitally. We can do that over Zoom. Even the rhinestones and stuff, we can do that over Zoom. But when I need to show y'all how to do big format stuff, you need to put your hands on this stuff. You need to be able to use a big 48-inch squeegee and lay it on the floor and feel what that feels like in order to make sure that you're executing that. So that's what I'm reserving. And I will do one of those maybe twice a year. I have one coming up in March where we'll do a hands-on, and we're going to do a memorial, full-on memorial production with prints, with a casket wrap, with a floor wrap, with the big, large format photo boards, standees. We're going to be doing florals, like elaborate florals. And then we'll also show you how to flip that into graduation and how to flip that into also like a prom design. Okay. Like I said, we have some beautiful things in store, and I love to show you all what I'm actually doing, jobs that I'm actually working. Okay. Oh, the challenge link. So I'm going to tell you this, Miss Sadie, don't join the challenge. Please don't just join the challenge. The reason why I'm telling you that is because I just created an opportunity for you all to go in here and join Craft Equip for $97, and the challenge is $197. You see what I did there? Like if you just want the challenge, it's $197. But let me give you something you could chew on. Go right here. Just comment the word gold. I believe it give you the link. And then I'm also going to drop it here in the chat. If you want to join the challenge for $197, I will send you that link. I haven't even talked about the link because I don't want you to sign up for the challenge for $197. I want you to join Craft Equip for $97, which is less than half of that. I will give you the challenge for free, and you will get 30 days to work with me actually 3 times a week for 4 weeks. You get 12 meetings with me plus 5 days of a challenge. I ain't even got enough fingers to count all of that. Okay? For $97. Okay? Everything that I'm doing here tonight, demonstrating, we're going to do live, and I'm going to show you what a live class looks like in the challenge. I get to live help you through getting your work done. Okay? So that Craft Equip link, I just submitted it. This is n8academy.com checkout cart. What you see right here on the screen right now. I just dropped it in the chat. Click on that, and at the very least, select this Craft Equip, $97 a month. You will get the challenge, plus you will get a full month of Craft Equip. If you don't like it, then you're going to have to cancel it now because it's a monthly membership. But I have not had anybody that's been in the group, in this Craft Equip crew, for 30 days and that showed up. I want you to show up live because that's how I'm going to be able to help you live in these classes in the Zoom room, not on YouTube. We're going to do them in the Zoom room. I get to see your screen. I get to tell you, oh, no, don't click on that. Right there. Okay, double click on that. That's exactly what I do on your screen. If that's the kind of help that you need, then this $97 a month is going to seem like a steal of a deal, and you're going to be definitely locked in at a rate that is not the rate anymore. If you see here, the rate is $197 a month for my Craft Equip program. Because we also do coaching on Friday. We do live AI class. We do live Photoshop class. We do a live coaching session, and you get every single challenge that we do. $197 challenge we do every single month. You get it for free. So even if you joined just to get the challenge every month, it was worth $197 a month. You get all of that right now for $97 a month. You'll lock it in forever as long as your payment don't decline and stay declining for longer than, I think, 10 days. It will keep you active, and you'll be able to have access to the monthly challenges, the Tuesday AI classes that are live, the Wednesday Photoshop classes that are live, and the Friday coaching sessions that are live. And I got you. Okay. So the $797 annual plan, I got you. This is what I wasn't doing. Let me go to my conversations right now. See if y'all need my help. Yep. Keisha, yes. I didn't answer it right now on the app, but I will definitely say yes. I'm going to keep that option open until midnight, or not midnight, because I can't tell y'all midnight, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to keep the all of the options that I'm giving you right now, so that way, if you all need to discuss with your significant others, or maybe just go ahead and purchase it and then tell your significant others how you invested, just tell them to come talk to me if they need any understanding of what we offer. I promise you, if you think this is one of those places where I just drop a whole bunch of copywritten images into a folder and tell y'all freebies and tell y'all PLR and go resell this, even though I don't own it, this ain't that. I promise you. I'm showing you how to go into Discord and You don't own the rights to Snow White, but if you have a birthday party and you want a Snow White-ish looking event, then you can create characters inspired by that without literally infringing on Disney characters. So I'm giving you the gold. I'm giving you these nuggets without putting you in compromising positions to where you're going to get your store shut down, because Shopify will shut your store down for infringement. You already know Etsy will shut your store down for infringement. So my goal is to show you how to be your own brand, how to make your own cool designs that people see them and then they forget about the Nike inspiration. Like, how can you be inspired by Nike with Nike checks all over everything? That's not Nike inspired. That is Nike stolen. Okay, y'all worried about how the Grinch stole Christmas, and some of these designs y'all stole the Grinch. Okay, I'm just saying. I ain't mean to get into preaching tonight, but let me make sure these PNG files made it in here safe for y'all. I think that's every last one of them now. Y'all gave me enough to where I feel confident. I'm going to take all these pieces right now. I'm going to cut them, put them into my 295 rows folder. And let's just see how many products I'm giving y'all tonight. Products and printables. Here to here. Boom, 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 boom. The yard sign. I gave y'all 51 products tonight. I'm tripping. Listen, I forgot some of those products were hidden, but y'all got the water bottles, you got the yard signs, you got the tumblers. All right, y'all, look, I can't go back on it now. Y'all, I done made a deal with y'all that if you, maybe that's why I said comment 50 times, because it was 50 products and subconsciously I didn't even know. All right, cool. I ain't mad. Listen, everything you do, as long as you do it with intention, with the proper intention, I can only get back tenfold of what my intentions are. So if my intentions are nasty, then I get tenfold that back. But my intentions are pure. So I'm giving y'all all these files. I don't have no worries about it. I'm going to go ahead and put them into my freebie file for tonight. And y'all know the drill. I got to do this, talk out loud, otherwise it don't get done. Today's date is 2024, 12/27. And this is the 295 yellow roses, baby. Chill out, sir. All right. Paste all of that in there. Y'all, that is 147 images I'm giving y'all tonight. All right, and then when I close out of this live, if I don't get to your message tonight, I will get to it in the morning. So that's why I said y'all don't spaz out on me. I'm going to give y'all till the 31st to grab any of these deals, okay? I said I was going to give y'all to the end of tonight for one of them, but listen, I don't want nobody I don't want nobody coming at me in the morning. Well, you said, listen, I know I stayed online with y'all too long. I was supposed to be done by 10, but since I'm still here, since y'all still here, I'm going to give you the opportunity. Okay. All right, now I'm going to zip this on up. And then I will put this on the back end of your class. So for class, I'm going to go to, this is our freeview class. And then anybody that's in Craft to Quit, you never have to wait to download the freebie files. I automatically put them on the Craft to Quit program on the back end. Okay. Anything we do on Fridays, I just save that for you all. So you don't, even if you miss a freebie Friday, you're still going to get those assets in your Craft to Quit. Okay. All right. So since I'm dropping this like it's hot on the back end, I forgot to hide the one from last week, the lake blue fishing. So hopefully y'all got that one already. And then as soon as this is finished zipping, I'm going to throw that on into your folder. But y'all, This has been so much fun. I did not intend to spend this much time with you all tonight, but I definitely enjoyed myself. Let me know if you enjoyed this by putting a 100 in the chat. Let me also know what you want to see next inside of Canva with AI or with Photoshop. Every single week, I'm teaching you something new. Every single Friday, if you don't do nothing but show up for my free classes for a year, I promise you, you will learn something every single Friday. Okay. And you will learn something new and different. I don't like doing the same thing over and over again, except for I will use a template of something over and over again. But I like to show you all new applications, new methods. Even tonight, I was supposed to just show y'all the design I already made, but I got so intrigued and inspired by this beautiful baby image that I just wanted to make a flip for you all tonight. Okay. I will forever be inspired as long as you all are showing up and letting me know what it is that you need help with. Oh, customer happiness, they're on vacation. Remember, I told y'all we were supposed to not be meeting this week? And then I decided, because we're supposed to have this whole week off for Christmas, so customer happiness has been off. But I decided I didn't want to miss the freebie Friday. I missed y'all a little bit. I was going through a little bit of withdrawals. Oh, let me show you. Okay, that one's ready. Let me go ahead and drop it on the back end while I'm just hanging out with y'all. Okay. So do I have it? Let me see. Y'all, my nephew is so cool. He did, is it this one? It's another one. Let me close out of some of these files, y'all. So my nephew did my CapCut video, like the entire video of the tutorial that I just made for the 265. Not 265, it was 296. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Those cards. So what the kids did was we spent Christmas actually making things for others. So let's see if I go to the videos here. So this whole tutorial here, I'm gonna turn the volume off. So he did this entire video edit. He put the text on here. He spliced everything together. So I did a tutorial for y'all, and you don't have to use the sticker paper. I showed you all how to do it with a spray adhesive. And I did this with a photo print that came out of my regular 13 by 19 printer. I used 11 by 17 glossy paper. I showed you all how to trim that. And y'all, I got so tired of seeing things that looked like it came out of somebody that tried. Because you know, there's a thing, either you do or you don't. That's what my daddy would teach me. He says, no such thing as try. Either you do or you don't. So I'm going to call it a try because I don't want to say they didn't do it. But it was so much out there that just looked non-professional. And I just want you to know, even with this Dollar Tree board that I have right here, even with my standard printer and some glue, some spray glue, I got professional results. I'll show y'all how, because my little hack is I trim that little edge off of there. You see right there, I trim my edge off. And then I apply double-sided tape. And then stuff it. I kind of tack it, tape it in place, flip it upside down, and boom, my stuff is usually staying in place and it's not looking janky. But anyways, I did that for y'all. I did not intend on doing this tutorial at all. But if I see something and I know you all have the ability to do a professional level result, I am going to find a way to teach you how to do it with the professional level result, okay? Because I love y'all. And I really do appreciate you dearly. Okay. Now, I ain't going to say until next time, bye just yet. Oh, I forgot. I also did poster prints with each of the cards. So we did them for all the kids, and the kids made them, and the kids recorded it, and the kids made the video. So this Christmas was more about them making things for others. And this is AI generated, y'all. Y'all should have seen that picture. Why am I spending all this time with y'all tonight? Y'all don't want to be here with me this late at night. Y'all don't want to be here this late with me tonight. I know y'all don't. But if I could just show you how I used AI to make those pictures. Okay. Let me show you. That's the picture they gave me. I love my babies, but they be giving me some crazy pictures. Okay. So I got some crazy pictures, and I said, you know what? I got to let that cuteness shine through. So I created some AI models. Then, so if you have access to AI 55, you'll see my cheat code all up in here. Okay. Then I created his image, and then I did a face swap in order to get his face on there and to make it look like he had on the safari gear and stuff. Yeah. So let me go back here for a second so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. So you see this one? That's AI. Okay. Now, Levi kind of zoomed in a little bit too much right there. But we talked about that. Okay. So you see how my AI, the backdrop is even AI. The Sonic backdrop is AI. Now I did the licensed characters because I made these as gifts for little kids that I know and I love, and they didn't buy this for me. This is what I did for them. Okay. So I'm just making that disclaimer as well. But yeah, all of that was right on in here in this AI group, and I just showed y'all how to use it for professional. Now, I did give you all this template. It's still free tonight. I'm shutting it off tonight because it was only supposed to be free during Christmas. So if you go to the, if you type the word, oh, what I need you to type in the chat. I'm trying to think which one is going to bring you here. I think if you type the word template, type the word template in the chat, either in the Instagram comment section or the Facebook comment section of any post. It'll take you to this page. And then if you look, there's a 296 version, Canva version here is $0. And if you're already in the academy, then you have the 296 version. If you're already in the academy, you have the 296 version already unlocked. Even though we were not supposed to do any work over Christmas, I worked anyway. I gave y'all a template anyhow, because I'm not going to lie, I actually had fun making this. The kids had fun making this. I had so much fun watching the kids get excited about whether somebody was going to like the thing that they made. So the kids were like, oh, I think Evie's going to love this. I can't wait till she opens it. So we did that. And then we also did this printed journal that went inside of some of the treat bags. So the girls, they got little journals.
Our prints, and this is a 13 by 19 sheet. So we have 2 books to this particular page.
Let me turn that sound off. So we went through all of that literally on Christmas Day. Think I'm lying? On Christmas Day. Y'all can ask the kiddos when they get back. On Christmas Day, we decided to be Christmas elves and make our little stuff. So then that way, when we went and visited, we had something to bring. So we did this instead of fussing and busting open presents and everything else. The whole goal this year was to learn to be a producer and not a consumer, because the way that this market is going, we have to understand, even for ourselves, that producing and becoming a producer is way more important than being a consumer in this market. Okay, so anyhow, I think in one of these is actually Emma's hands. She even did part of the tutorial. That's her little hands there. She made it. Look at that. Look at her. She making that little thing. Look at her. Okay, and then she all like, it passes. You know, kids can't have that much enthusiasm. So she made the journals to match the pens that we got from the Japanese store. Anyways, that's enough story time. That's enough demo. I got y'all little file uploaded. That's all y'all wanted. Anyway, y'all act like y'all sitting up here to spend time with me, but you just wanted them free files. Just gonna say it. Your free file is uploaded, baby. It's on the back end of the class. As long as you type the word Friday, you should have access to that course now. And listen, it's time for me to go because I feel my voice leaving me. And I really do appreciate you. And I love you dearly. And until next time, bye. Good night, y'all.